Hey guys, when the difference between winning and losing comes down to quality, choose Addicted Marine Performance Parts. What do they do, Hayden?
You know what? They're your go-to source for high-quality billet aluminium parts. Originally engineered for the intensity of race boats, but now it's available to upgrade your ski boat.
Very nice.
You know, they also specialise in cab plate hardware, performance-driven steering components and internal fit-out accessories. And they also supply Argo V drives and all the accessories to go along with them.
That they do. If you demand the best in marine components, remember one name, Addicted Marine Performance Parts.
Everybody out there, I want to know who wants to go fast? Let's go one
Here we are again in the Talk Factory studio. You're listening to the High Speed Garage.
Welcome back.
Thanks to
Hello.
Contrast Printing, Addicted Marine Performance and Metworks for sponsoring the show. How are you feeling after a big weekend?
I was tired as shit yesterday.
You didn't go to work today though, did you?
I did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I went to work and they sat with, it was only induction or it was something. It was an 8-hour fucking long thing.
So it wasn't really work.
Nah.
It was just hanging around.
Sat there for...
How'd you stay awake?
I didn't.
You had a good sleep yesterday.
I had a little nap and went to bed at a reasonable hour, but rolled into work at 7, 7:15. They walk in the lunchroom and goes, so they've cancelled on us. You can either do 4 hours or you can go home now. And the whole room went, catch a cunt. There's about 20 or 30 of us. Yeah.
I'm still fucking trying to catch up.
I was pretty good when I woke up this morning, so yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really get a nap in fucking yesterday or anything. I went home and, well, I towed Dill's caravan home for him and dropped that off there. And then by the time we got home, everyone else said, oh, we're going to Pittown Sports Club for a late lunch and a fucking debrief.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, righto, we'll go there. We got there. Nope, they don't have food. Oh, righto, we'll just go to Linwood fucking golf club. Went there. Yeah, no, we don't have food either.
What?
Righto. Where the fuck else are we going?
Yeah, right.
And then
You made it back to the Aussie?
It was that did get discussed, but they only had light meals because it was right at the shit time.
Oh,
where
in
everyone's
between everything. Yeah.
Finished lunch service and weren't starting dinner service.
Right.
Yeah.
So everyone did a ring around, and the closest one that had the earliest dinner service was the Claro.
Oh,
at fucking Richmond or Clarendon. So we went out there.
Big trip between going from
It is.
Pittown.
It's more annoying because it's like really close to my house, and I drove all the way away from my house to go to Pittown to go all the way back.
25-minute round trip for nothing.
Yeah, when you do those kind of things, you just get on the piss again and
100%.
keep going. And then when you get
Especially-
home, you still got to unpack your car and fucking pack it for work the next day and all that shit.
Yeah,
and by the
yeah.
time you go to bed, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Hating your life. Then you get up this morning at 5:30 again and fucking
Yeah.
falling asleep on your way to work.
Monday morning, I was feeling a little bit average, and I was just walking around, and everyone was sort of packing up, and I was like, I think I'm at the point where I think I just have to have a beer.
yeah, just hair of the dog. Yeah.
So I walked up to Walmsley's thing thinking, oh, yeah, he'll be fucking on for sure. But he was just packing up and going home. I was like, oh, I'm not going to force anyone.
I felt okay when I got up in the morning. Like I was a bit rough and a bit dusty.
Yeah.
But I felt okay. But the more I sort of just sat around and moped around and just, talked to cunts, I started to fall off the fucking cliff. Yeah. And before I knew it, I was fucking already in free fall.
Yeah. Right.
And I just wanted to stop and just go to bed.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get to. And this is like, I don't know, 11 o'clock or something? 10:30,
yeah.
11 o'clock?
Yeah, I would have been the same. That's when I was just dawdling, packing up, and I'm like, I don't really feel like packing up. And I was sort of just,
Well, after I hooked on Dill's van to my car, I thought, fuck, I'm not towing that back up the house to get all my clothes and shit. So we drove the buggy up there. And when we got to the top, I was like, fuck this, I can't even get up the house. And I was laid on the green bit under the thing and put my head on the gym mats and went, I'll just lay here for a minute. Almost went to sleep and I thought, fuck, I can't. Otherwise, I
That's it.
won't get up when someone's kicking me.
Yeah.
So I got up and fucking dicked around and got it all done. Mal had the shits because I said I already had organised with Dylan to tow his caravan. And then I said, "Oh, you're right to tow that van." And she goes, "Fuck, I didn't organise that. You organised it. You fucking deal with it." And I was like, "Fuck." So I had to drive. Not that she couldn't, but yeah.
Where'd you have to get the van back to?
Oh, just Dylan's place at
Glossy?
Glossadia.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Just
far
saved
from
him a
your old
trip.
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
just saved Dylan a trip because he had to do 2 trips taking his boat and
That's right.
and then the van. So thought I'd just offer to do that.
Just being a good bloke, you know.
Yeah, that's just me. That's just what I do. You just getting up to anything else last week or?
Man,
No?
just working.
I had a cracking time. So remember, I had pretty sore jaw on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Last week. The next day, I ended up going to the dentist, and they said, "Yeah, you got a bone spur." So when they pulled the tooth out, some bone in my jaw got dislodged from pulling tooth out. So then that was digging into my tongue. So that was one bit. So he just ground that off. That was fine. But then he said that the sore mouth, like the sore jaw, is from a dry socket. So you guys have all heard of a dry socket. Do you know what it is?
No.
So when they pull the tooth out, obviously same as when you get like a sore on a cut on your arm, the blood coagulates, you get a plug, and then that dries up, and then that becomes a scab, and then that's where your gum starts building back on. A dry socket is when that coagulation falls out. Like, what do you call it? The clot.
Like
Yeah,
it rips a scab off.
Well,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
that's exactly right. It rips the
Yeah.
scab off, so it becomes just like a divot where the tooth used to be.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why they call it a dry socket, because there's no
still a hole.
there's no clot, and it's a
Yeah.
hole, and that's why food gets in there, and it's just keeps
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
sore. So they put this medication shit on there, and then put like this gauze shit that sits on top, and that's what keeps the clot sort of in place. So that lasted 2 days. That relief was incredible. Like, I couldn't work at work. Like, I was really struggling, like wanting to go home. As soon as I did that, I was good to go for another 6 hours.
Yeah, right.
But until then, man, I had no interest in being anywhere but bed. And then Friday came. Boss man let me go Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock. So I was straight on the phone to the dentist. Mate, you need to do another one. So I got there about 3:30, 4 o'clock sort of thing. And they did another medication and gauze. And then I looked after it over the weekend fairly well. And, hey, I'm sitting here and it feels fine.
What dentist did you go to?
There's one in Richmond where right next to the old push bike shop. Richmond Hawkesbury Fine Dental or Family
Yeah,
Dental
righto.
or whatever it's called. Anyway, they've always been pretty good. But,
yeah.
dry socket, you can't really help it.
No, I was just curious because my sister-in-law's she's not a dentist, but she works at a dentist joint.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen her anywhere near that one.
No, she works at the one next to the Bird.
In
Pittown.
Pittown. Yeah, copy. And then I could have been really sore on Saturday afternoon. So that was, we'll probably talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But I was,
We'll talk about our
was
Dargle
very
when we
close
get
to
into
that.
sport.
But had a mad weekend down at the river.
Did you hear during the week? I heard this fucking story. I don't know if it was on the news. I think it was on the radio about the exotic cockroaches that got found at Bathurst.
No.
There's like an illegal fucking breeding thing of exotic fucking cockroaches, like Madagascar hissing cockroaches and Dubai cockroaches.
Yeah, wow.
There was over 100,000 exotic fucking things, and it got raided.
You're starting.
And do you know how much it was worth?
Fucking probably a fair bit.
$200,000
Oh, little.
for fucking
that all?
cockroaches.
I don't know.
The things that we
What's the
just
Can't
point?
stand
pay
on.
$200,000 to fuck them off if there's an infestation somewhere.
Yeah, but you said how many?
100,000.
Yeah. So it's only fucking $2 a cockroach.
Still,
So what the
That's
hell is
fucking
the
wild,
purpose
isn't
of
it?
these people?
Oh, I got
people
no
keeping
idea.
them?
No idea.
Just some cook prick out in Bathurst going, "Oh, this is a good."
Well,
idea.
there was a local snake catcher guy that he was on the ABC News, and he reckons it's a cost-effective reptile food. because
Yeah,
they're a
okay.
bigger bigger cockroach.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they're both species are illegal.
Well, all
He's
cockroaches
obviously done
should
well
be
to
illegal.
contain them then.
Yeah, well, but where do you get them from if they're illegal? Like, did he
Dubai.
bring them
Same
back?
as
or
where you get
fucking
anything
what?
that's blacklisted.
It's fucking strange.
dark
Imagine,
web.
imagine if they got out and just infested the whole of the country.
Are they bad? Like, are they bad?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I
can't
don't know.
even
But
kill the
they're
bastards
illegal,
with a-
so
You can't even kill the bastards with a nuclear bomb, can't you?
I think they
isn't
reckon
that
they
the
can survive that. Yeah.
the Madagascar hissing species is one of the world's largest cockroaches, measuring 2 to 3 inches in length.
Yeah.
That's-
Wow.
That's not all that big, I suppose.
It's still a
2
decent
inches,
sized cockroach.
3 inches is pretty big, I suppose, for a cockroach.
Actually, you
Well,
know what?
well, normally
no, you
it's
know what? 3 inches,
2
is
inches.
massive, Michael. 3 inches is really, really big.
Anyway,
Talking-
yeah, I thought of that
about-
and I thought, fucking 200 grand for fucking some
Yeah.
cockroaches. Fuck me.
Talking about bugs, though, we've had a cricket infestation at home, like just randomly inside the house.
Yeah.
This random cricket will be inside the house. You're like, where are these pricks coming from? Well, yesterday afternoon, I decided I had a heap of timber stacked up. I thought I'll chuck all that. I'll build a new incinerator, and I had a methanol 44 out there somewhere doing bugger all. So I opened that one up, and then got on my timber, started to stack it into the drum, and this massive influx of what were they, bloody crickets, just crawling around in the tub of timber. So I've obviously found where the nest was.
Yeah.
The nest is no more now.
Yeah, burnt the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole tub and everything went in the fire.
I had a drum of old oil from the boat and mixed it up with petrol. So like give it a shake, half sort of thing. And so I've got sprayed it in there a bit. So I got a little bit of fumes in there, blowtorch in there. It's come up good, like big blow of flames, and they just kept on sort of spraying it, and it had all just burnt out, and the bastards had come back again. So there had to be so many underneath the like the
they're
dirt and the rubble and
protected.
shit.
Yeah.
Protected from
Yeah,
the
so I
fucking
just
heat.
kept on moving shit and then just burning the bastards again. Yeah, they were. There was a lot in there.
Yeah.
There's none there now.
All
And
right.
then there's a freaking frog about the size of my fist.
Oh, yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma
heaps of-
loved that one.
I get heaps of frogs around my joint.
Yes, sick.
Like
eh?
green frogs?
I love frogs. I don't know why. I just think they're cool.
In my backyard, I used to have it was like a low part of the backyard near the new shed that I built.
Yep.
And it used to fill up with water and it used to stay there for a little while. Like if it didn't have like a good, couple of weeks of sun and wind and shit to dry it out, it'd stay full of water.
Yep.
Anyway, the frogs have obviously laid fucking eggs in there.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I seen like thousands of fucking tadpoles in there.
Oh man.
And I thought, the kids will fucking enjoy this. So I got a little fucking fish tank, like a little tiny one off fucking Marketplace or something. And just set her up in the backyard and scooped some water out and scooped a whole heap of tadpoles out and threw them in there. And I said, watch this, they slowly start to grow legs and lose their tails and stuff. And they did. They watched it all. And then eventually they all turned into frogs and they all fucked off.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
obviously little tiny frogs. But one kept coming back there.
Yeah.
So I never changed the water and did anything. And he's a big one. And they used to come home each afternoon and lift the lid and shit and look in there to see if he's in there. Oh, no, he's not in there today. Shut the lid. Next day come in and open. Oh, there he is. And they'd fucking pat him and shit and he'd just sit there and chill out in the fucking fish tank.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That is very cool, actually. Yeah. Big fan of frogs.
Anyone else got anything from their week? No?
No.
Where are you going away this weekend, Joe?
I'm going shooting tomorrow morning. Wednesday morning.
So you're all packed, ready to go?
Tomorrow morning is a recording. Yeah. All packed.
Yeah, all packed.
Haven't unpacked, in other words.
Didn't
I'm
forget
ready.
nothing?
Didn't forget nothing. Hopefully.
Oh, all right. We'll get into sport then, I suppose.
Fucking meow.
Well, we obviously didn't watch too much other stuff over the weekends, but there was Formula One, IndyCar, the MotoGP was on. I didn't watch any of it, but
I've seen Antonelli win again, 5 in a row.
yeah, well, that did happen to be on Sunday night after I finished at the barn at Dargle and walked up to the house. It just happened to be on, and I was like, oh, fuck, he's won again.
Yeah, so That was supposed to be. I think Chelsea was saying that was supposed to be a late night, but then it ended up getting pushed through to early morning. Did it?
Yeah, well,
It's meant to be 1 o'clock, I think.
She cracked it and wanted to go home. She didn't want
Chelsea
to,
did?
She didn't want to hang out with us anymore.
Oh, we weren't cool enough for her.
I flogged her when she said, I'm going. I said, you wanted to stay and watch the GP. You stay. And she goes, no, I'm worn out. I'm buggered. I'm going. See us.
They did work pretty hard.
Yeah,
Her and
they
Bryony
did.
on the ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't watch nothing, so you're not going to get a report from me off any MotoGP or nothing. You got anything
So
from the
off,
other
off,
ones?
the,
Hey, do you
off
watch
the
anything?
start of the F1, Antonelli obviously put it on pole. Max Verstappen's in second and went
I did
absolutely
see-
nowhere off the start.
I
Oh, I
did
did
see
see
a reel
that,
of that,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was having blow ups. I was pretty surprised that no one actually took him out. Like, very easy chance of someone running up the arse at
Yeah,
him.
if you stop on a start line.
Yeah. So then he just dawdled back, and then his crew just said, "Oh man, just bring it back home. We're done."
Yeah.
And then Hadjar was only one. Like, Hadjar was the other one, and he was playing piss off George all the way home. That was pretty funny. Yeah, George it was blowing up because he was just trying to stop George from getting any further.
Yeah.
And him and who else was playing up? Blando was holding up George a little bit later on in the race, so Oscar could keep going.
Yeah.
So that was good because obviously Hadjar got past. Hadjar was in front of George and then left George. So the world's best F1 driver in the world's best car is not leading, which is quite funny because remember a couple of years ago George said that if he was in the best car when Lewis was really fast, then he would have been world champion already.
Yeah.
He's got the chance against the kid.
Yeah, yeah.
And the kid's smacking his ass.
It's pretty funny.
He's broken some records too.
Antonelli,
Yeah.
man, he's kicking ass,
Fucking
eh?
smoking some records.
I think he's only got one, so Russell's only got 6 GP wins.
Yes, I heard that
He's-
this afternoon.
Kimmy's got
He's got
5.
5, yeah.
And Kimmy's ones are in like fucking 30 odd races or something, and George's ones in like 130 odd races.
Yeah, right.
But the past 5 race wins have been
All in a-
Antonelli's.
yeah,
all
and
in a
they've
row.
been his first to 5th.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
so,
I think Chelsea spoke about that when we said last
Yeah.
week, and I said, not last week, whenever it was, that the people that had won 4 races in a row were the world champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said, yeah, well, he's the first one where his first 4 wins are all in a row.
Yeah. I did see. I
So
should have
he's extending that
screenshotted it.
one.
There was they put a list up on
Yeah, right.
Facebook, and there was like 5 or 6 records that he's broken.
Yeah, okay.
I should have
no,
screenshotted that.
He's going well. So, yeah, obviously Antonelli won. A little bit on NASCAR. Denny Hamlin got the win, and that equals his win, the amount of wins he's had, equaled Kyle Busch. So then they had a flag made up because obviously it's been a week or 2 since Denny's last win. So obviously they knew the number was coming. So they had his number's 18 and Kyle's number was number 8. So they made a flag with 1-8, but in the number 1 was translucent, like only just an outline of the number 1, and then 8 was really bold.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
So
Kyle
then-
Busch have it 18 years ago, but
He
with the
may have had-
M&M car?
He may have, but his last
Yeah,
number
I
was
know
8.
that. Yeah, yeah.
So then Denny did a honor,
Yeah.
a lap of honor to recognise that he's equaled Kyle. I truly believe that Denny's going to go even further. So Denny's number is 11. So the number 1 was the representative of him, and number 8 was representative of
Yeah.
Kyle Busch. Pretty shit. Yeah, but that'll keep going. Honouring Kyle all year.
Yeah.
And then the IndyCar shitloads happened, but from the get go, what's his name? Put it on pole again. Oh my god!
Names are hard too, Hayden.
Oh no, I've said his name so many times. He's the current champion.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Anyway, Palau.
yeah.
Alex Palou.
Hello.
Put it on pole again. but they played fuel strategy through the race, and his teammate Scott Dixon, they had a red flag for weather, and Scotty Dixon and Alex Palou should have pulled in the lap before. They planned to do it the lap of the red flag. So the lap of the red flag, they couldn't pit.
Yeah.
No,
Everyone had to come into the pits. They're sitting parked up in the pits, and they couldn't put fuel in because it was red flag.
Yeah.
They had to go back out and then come back around and come back in as soon as the pit lane opened. And the pit lane opened like 2 laps after that. What's his name? Couldn't get in. Why am I struggling with words? Scotty Dixon's car, he brought his in for an emergency stop, comes in. He could only put enough in to do another lap till they can open the pit lane. So he got enough in as an emergency, went back around until he could go back in, come back in, took fuel, and then he was gone. Well, Alex Palou didn't even get to come back around to the pit lane entry, like when they open the pits up. 3/4 of the field comes into the pits. Palou's leading, or he was one of the top cars, and he's pretty much out of fuel in the fast lane, holding up the rest of the cars behind him. He's running out of fuel. So, so both Chip Ganassi cars both got screwed. They were way back in the pack after that. Marcus Ericsson was leading as they come into the red flag. He was looking really fast, but Mr. Joseph knew nothing. He come through with a win. Really drove well. It was good to see him get another win. But Scotty Mack qualified 5th, worked his ass off, had a mad run in the end, and finished 5th.
Still up there.
Yeah, he stayed where he qualified, which sometimes
it's better than last.
That's hard enough as it is on those tracks. But yeah, that's IndyCar.
Any other sport, or do you want to get into Dargle?
You didn't watch MotoGP, you said?
No, I didn't watch it. I couldn't even tell you who won because I try to remove myself from all those social media posts and shit. So because I want to watch it, so I don't want to know the result. So
sweet.
Can't help you.
It's going to Dargle.
All right. Yeah, we got some good merch on the weekend.
I am wearing said good merch.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, haven't got my hat on.
He missed the memo.
Apparently.
Got some nice stuff.
So
Yeah, chops.
Yeah.
So did we want to cover the big bit of news first?
Well,
Because that's how I got my hat.
I suppose you can. It was one of the big events.
Yeah, it
was a bit of a crash fest. There's quite a few incident reports to do, I think.
Yeah, even like Dave Coldy's son, Blake, he went over on Friday.
I think I just missed that.
He did a fair bit of damage, didn't he, Joel?
I think it was an old repair, they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing that they've done.
No,
they bought
no.
a repaired boat.
Yeah. So they ripped the front left sponson about to the, what do you say, middle of the cell? Back of the cell?
Like that, yeah.
It's just clean break straight through it. So, and they're saying it looks like an old repair, just been shit repair. Like a fucking dead clean brake line.
Like it's been broken off before and they've just cut it there.
Looks like you put
moulded a new one on the front.
You couldn't do a finer cut with a hacksaw blade.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Like it's just clean as. There's no
I'd say it's probably
lamination or anything like that.
It's probably been damaged in the front of that sponsor and they've just cut it at a good spot.
Yeah.
And then laid a new tip up in the mould.
Yeah.
And then just basically
Push
glued
that in,
her on there. And
it just looks,
because
it's not
touched it properly.
Like probably little bits of peel and that, but the paint's not peeling. It's like pretty.
Just a good
like
clean snap.
Yeah. But it did pick, as it went over, it did pick up that edge.
Yeah.
I didn't see the crash because we were getting ready. I think we were in the second group, Reese. And I think we were just about to pull out and head down to the ramp to get ready. And they're like, oh, no, red flag. I could hear it over the radio. I was like, oh, slow down, guys.
Yeah, I didn't see it because I wasn't there yet. I had to do a bit of work in the morning.
Seen a few of the photos and that. Yeah, just grab that edge. Just grab that as he went round.
Yeah.
So do you reckon?
Pretty disappointed, but yeah.
Do you reckon it was the repair caused the accident, or the accident was just an accident?
Yeah, accident was just blow over.
Yeah. Okay, and then it was just after the accident,
Yeah.
the damage was found, and then you go, okay, well, we can't do anything about it today.
Yeah, definitely weren't doing nothing about that one.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bigger job.
Yeah. I don't think anything else crashed Saturday. I don't think any other tunnel bats went over either.
Not on Saturday, but there was the two that bingled into each other up the start line.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
before the
right.
race
Can
start
we
on
talk
Sunday.
about that? Because I knew nothing about that happening, and then all of a sudden, where's Matty Peck? What's happened?
Yeah, well,
I was just standing there like at the top of the ramp, like near the tower.
yeah.
And we're sort of standing there waiting for the boats to come down and start the race. And next thing, someone's coming down the track and everyone's going, well, that's pretty dumb. If you've got something wrong with your fucking boat, wouldn't you just stop up there? And I'm looking at him going, he's run into something or someone because the front of the boat's fucked.
Yeah. Well, he comes screaming like I was on the ramp, and Reese was on the radio, fucking blowing up because it was taking ages. And then he's gone. They're fucking Pecky and Will's hit each other.
Oh, it was with Will Parker.
Yeah. And he's coming back down the track. I was like, oh, right, I'm looking and couldn't say nothing because they were a million miles up. He's coming back. What the fuck, bro? It's like, calm down, can't fuck. and then Peggy's pulled in, done a 360 out the front. Obviously couldn't see any crew or something. And I just waved him in. And he's fucking yelling through the screen. Is it just a pickle fork? Is it just a pickle fork? I said, no, you can't. He goes, is it broken? I said, yeah, I can fit my hand inside the fucking sponsor.
Your boat is not usable.
I said, if you'll just grip in, that'll just tear the sponsor and clean off you.
Yeah.
When I seen the damage, that's like probably the toughest part of one of those fucking tunnel
Yeah.
boats.
Well, it hit his steering arms.
And when it was smashed, I thought, fuck, Will's boat must be fucked to
there was
do that
nothing wrong
damage
with it.
there.
Yeah, nothing
well,
wrong.
he hit sort of the engine of Will's boat.
Yeah.
There was no marks on it. And I was like, yeah, he's clearly hit the engine because the
He's
engine
hit-
was a bit
yeah.
bent over and whatever else. So
So Will, apparently, I haven't heard the story of what happened, but apparently Will lost steering. Something's happened.
yeah, I don't know
And
about
it's
that
hooked up and
story. It
gone,
sounds
but yeah,
a
I
bit
don't know.
dodged to me because
Or he was avoiding something.
it didn't. I seen
Don't
no
know.
evidence on the boat that it had lost steering.
Yeah, right.
The only thing that might have gave you that kind of inkling was
Is a
the
race boat
steering-
hitting the
the
motor?
steering cables were loose,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they were only loose because the engine was fucking bent.
Yeah, which
So-
would be this case.
Yeah, like there was nothing wrong with the propeller. There was nothing wrong with the gearbox.
Yeah, I never went and asked anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know whether he's just turned across or maybe Pecky was going too fast and not looking. I don't know. I didn't really talk to any of them. It was
No, it
just that's what I
seemed-
heard on the ramp.
It
and-
seems a bit odd. Like, when I was I used to like leaving fucking heaps of room just so you could see what was going on and
Yeah.
shit. But I think you could be getting a bit close, but also if someone's avoiding something or...
Yeah.
Like, I think there was a bit of shit in the river because I think a fair few people hit stuff
yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Right.
A fair few people prop dings and stuff like that.
We had the mono roll over as well.
They're the I can't believe he stayed in it.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
He's torn the gunnel strip off it, but then
Oh, it's done. Fuck the engine cow.
Oh,
Fuck
it
a
did
fair
more,
bit of
did it?
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it wasn't like a soft one.
okay. Yeah, I saw Quino's photos come up on Facebook today, and
Yeah.
and all it looked like was just as he's gone over, it's torn the gunnel rubber off it, and
it's-
that's sort of flying around in
Fuck,
the air.
smashed the engine cow to pieces.
Yeah, copy that.
So he's barrel rolled the mono right over, and when it comes back up, he's still in the boat.
He stood up in the
Come up
back.
the right way.
I reckon he's got stuck at the back, like in the tuck.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
That's
shit.
that's what's held him in there.
Okay,
Otherwise, you're just falling out.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
get
there's
sucked
that's what
out
you'd
the seat.
expect.
Nothing to hang on to in those things.
Yeah.
No,
You'll bend a steering wheel if you try to fucking hang
Oh,
on to it.
100%.
You just-
unless you got Velcro on your ass, then there's no real chance.
yeah, even then, I
Oh,
reckon.
even then, it'll still tear you out of it.
Imagine dragging your head, like your whole body, through the water. It just it'd rip the Velcro. Just
But
has to.
you're still rolling over it. 50 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Because it was just a big tank slapper, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't see
I
it.
didn't see it, but I
Nah.
think I said it was just a big tank slapper and it's just going shoop,
I
sort of
was-
half a spinner and then a barrel roll.
I was behind Quino when it happened. Like I didn't see it happen. I was grabbing food for the kids, and then I just walked down to say hello to Mick, and then he goes, "Oh shit, I got it," and he was showing everyone else, and then I was speaking to who I was talking to, and they're like, "Oh, that mono just did a flip." Like, it's a mono. They don't do flips, but yeah, sideways flip.
Yeah, they do.
It did.
So I was in the straight, was it?
I think it was just before the corner.
Yeah, right.
On the back straight, yeah.
Yeah, so he wasn't
No,
turning.
no,
he just-
no. It was coming out of the
Bottom end.
the beach end.
Yeah.
And then he's sort of halfway
righto.
between that corner and the start finish line.
Yeah, right. Yep. So
Coming
it's
up the
still
back
just coming
chute.
out, just done a big tank slapper and rolled over.
Yeah, right. I assumed when I heard he barrel rolled, I just assumed it was in the corner. Like it.
That's
bit
what I
and just
thought too.
flipped
But
over or
when I
something.
seen the photos, photos were on the back straight. I just thought it was a bit further up the river.
Yeah, right. That's wild.
And then there was the big one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking
supernova.
wild, wasn't it?
So I'd been speaking to my missus. So this is what put me in this position. I was down behind the pits watching the racing, and then how the sun comes down behind the hill, it gets real cold
Yeah.
in that sort of pit area.
Fuck yeah. it does.
So I was talking to the missus and I said, I'll keep the kids in the sunlight. I'll go up the other end of the track, and at the same time I'll go and see Chops because he'd said that he had some merch for us. So I went and I knew where he was, so I went up that way. I had a chat to him, and then I said, "Oh, will you right for me to go down to the riverbank and watch with you guys?" He goes, "Yeah, there's heaps of room." So we just walked down because we could hear the blowers going up. We walked down, sat, and then there was heaps of people around. Like
bank was full.
Chops area was pretty busy. So I just moved me and the kids up 2 more trees. We were on our own. There was a set of stairs in front of us, so we could, like, the kids could hold on close to the river. But there was trees around us, and it sort of felt like we were in a good spot. And they dropped the flag, and there goes Scotty with the supernova boat. It looks like he's just sort of picked the nose up too high with not enough momentum, and it's just walked sideways on the prop and done a spin, and then that momentum sort of kept him going sideways towards the bank.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I can see. I'm not putting shit on his driving. I'm saying that's just what it seems like. We've
Just
all
looked
done
like
it.
he got too high.
Yeah,
got
everyone does
too
it.
high off the start. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not the first person or the last
Sort
person
of
to do it.
similar to what Andrew did,
But I think
Yeah.
but
that
just didn't catch an edge.
Yeah, probably similar to like Unleashed in that as well, I suppose.
Yeah,
Down
at,
at Adelaide.
Adelaide, yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that boat had a fair bit of horsepower in it. I think they've wound her up a bit.
Yeah, it was the
'cause-
final. He's on the outside.
well,
Give it a
yeah,
bit more to.
exactly
It's
right.
typical. That's what everyone sort of does.
But when I was talking to him earlier on in the day, he said that the boat was feeling really good. He said it feels like a really good race boat now. Like he was pretty comfortable in the boat. And I'm guessing that he's just gone, okay, well, let's give this thing some berries and see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
That's what everyone does. There's no stacking on what Scotty
Nah.
or his team has done. It's a high-powered race boat that has just gotten a bit light.
Yeah, it's just the stuff up.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
has
just,
fucking stuff up.
that's basically what it's
yeah,
done.
no,
It's
one's,
just
no one's being critical of him.
Absolutely
the
not.
way it's landed and it's gone up and around and it's just caught no edges.
Yeah, it just didn't grab it. Just bounced.
caught enough and just bounced. And then once it goes backwards, they just accelerate.
Yeah. Once it's not, well, it barely touched the water.
Yeah.
So it come out and went round and then had a little skip. And once it was airborne, there's nothing slowing her
Nothing.
up.
She's just
It's
fucking accelerating.
The
And there's
inertia of the thing probably I think it does weigh close to 200. It's like 1,800 kilos or something.
Big, heavy 21-footer going sideways in
I
the
think
air.
it was.
Yeah.
I think it was 1,800.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was when
Yeah.
they pulled it out of the water.
It's it was an incredible accident to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, for my kids to be there watching it, they were pumped. Like they were like, fuck, this is the same race boat my old man's got. And that's just gone flying in front of me. But when that happened, I walked back to where, like, sort of jogged back with the girls, back to the whole group that we were standing with. And I've gotten Chop's daughter Ash to just look after my girls. And I ran down to the boat as Scotty's sort of trying to unbuckle himself. And I thought, he knows who I am. So at least someone that he knows
Is there,
comes to his roof and says, stop, just
Chill out.
Don't get
have
out.
a couple of breaths here.
Yeah.
And I said, what's hurt? And he just said that his leg was sore and his ribs were sore. I said, how's your back? And he goes, back feels perfectly fine. So that's really good to know that
He's obviously
that
got a
sort of
good seat.
impact.
Yeah.
That impact was pretty severe on the arse end of his, like on his back, sort of on his arse.
Yeah, it's a good
And
seat.
yeah, he's been able to come out of that pretty bloody well.
I tried ringing him today just to see how he was doing after a couple of days, and
Yep.
adrenaline and shit wears off, swelling goes down a little bit, and all that. But he didn't answer, and I guess he's probably just fucking busy. He's probably having a sleep or something, just relaxing.
Did you see the post from him today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a few broken ribs, busted ankle.
Yeah, his ankle must be pretty bad, I think. He
Yeah.
walked back on it.
Yeah. Well, you can do anything. Adrenaline, yeah.
Adrenaline.
That's why, like, I would have swore he'd done damage to his back, and like you'd still walk on a broken back. While your adrenaline's
100%.
going.
Was
But,
like
yeah.
Owen was saying with Clayton.
Yeah, in the sprint car.
He
Yeah,
was fine, yeah.
yeah,
Broke his back and he
yeah.
was still
Thinks he's
walking.
fine, but yeah, he's got a busted back.
Yeah, so that was intense. And then I was disappointed that video got put up on news. The reason why I put the video up on our page wasn't because I wanted the views on our page. Like, yeah, the views do help. We don't make a cent out of it because the page is not monetized. So we're not making any money out of that video. But that video went humongous. That went viral. I've never seen a video go viral like that.
792.
We're nearly at 800,000 views. Cletus McFarlane's wheelman shared it and said that he'd want to have a chat to Scotty. So that's pretty cool. So when he shares it, 50 more people share it from his page.
Yeah,
And that's the sort of shit that makes it explode.
yeah,
Because it got to America and they started sharing it too. But yeah, when it went to the news, that's when it got a fair bit more coverage to the people that we don't want to see the shit.
yeah. Well, anyone can see it
Well,
from where we
it was
did too,
always
but
going to
Yeah,
go
I
to
know,
the
but
news.
yeah, when-
Didn't matter what
yeah,
was happening, it was
so
going to the news.
The person that put it on the news, I think they got a bit of money out of it. so,
$400, I heard.
yeah, that's the story I heard too. So
I told him 10 grand.
That's why they said no.
But yeah, so that was a pretty wild finish to the Saturday afternoon. Then I missed, that was the Bob Thurger memorial on the Saturday afternoon. Obviously that didn't run after that. So then they ran it again Sunday morning.
Second race Sunday morning.
Yeah, and I missed that because I thought the juniors would still be on at 10 o'clock. But yeah, they started early.
It was actually pretty good with the fog Sunday morning.
Yep.
Because I was waking up each morning and just opening my curtain and going, yeah, I can stay in bed.
Yeah. While there's fog, I can stay.
Yeah.
What was the blown race that they ran on Saturday? That was the Stuart Doyle.
Stuart Doyle, yeah.
Yeah.
Cody Barry. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He drove the
Yeah.
arse out of that boat.
He drove it was almost the perfect race.
Yeah.
He made no mistakes until the last corner. It was this very small bunny hop, but it didn't really matter at that time because he was that far in front.
But still, that was his first big race. You can expect that.
Yeah, super clean. Boat looked impressive on each corner.
Yeah, very, very happy to see him get that.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty good year.
Yeah. It was almost looking as good in the Errol J too.
Yeah.
He was on the inside of Odin there. They kind of got to the corner together. I think Odin was probably a little bit in front, but being on the outside pole, let Cody come around the corner. But he probably just went in a little bit too hard and it just sort of it bit a little bit as it was coming out.
It was a bit of a
and it
weird.
just slowed down and bogged.
It was
And
just
he
that little
couldn't,
bit.
He couldn't accelerate it without it sort of coming out of the water. He still did pretty good for how slow the boat was.
I'm thinking of a different one.
No, you're thinking of the next lap.
Yeah.
The next lap it had sort of half a spin and
Yeah. I thought it was going over.
yeah. Oh, I never
went
thought
that hard.
No, I didn't think it
Yeah,
bit that hard.
I didn't think that.
No.
Maybe you
It would have been full of water. I reckon Gunnell was going over.
really
Yeah.
okay.
That's what I
So-
thought when he come back down. I thought he might sink.
So do you reckon that was just side by side racing against a very fast boat? Maybe got a little bit excited.
I think it's just tripped on a roller or something.
Oh, the spin part?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the other bit, I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know. Yeah, you're racing against someone.
Yeah.
You might just push that little bit too hard. There was nothing wrong with the first corner.
It's fine.
It just bogged a little as he was trying to keep it in nice and tight. And it just, you can't accelerate those things from that slower speed. It's
very hard.
Yeah. Like I said, he still did a good job of that because it
Bloody oath he
didn't just blow it straight out of the water. It just sort of come up a little bit too high and he had to sort of get off and let it come back down and then go again.
I will say that boat is prop walking beautifully.
Yeah.
I think it was the Stuart Doyle where he was out in front, and he'd come out of that corner and he was holding that nose. That front fin was just out of the water and it held itself till about mid straight until it came down. It was a really, really nice drive.
I reckon it's always done that. It's always looked good. Even when Dean driving it
It's never sort of
sits
been real
up out of the
untidy.
corner and yeah.
I think early days it sort of had a bit of a rock, but
Like I
Nothing
can
too
remember
bad.
when Dean sort of first got it. It was sitting up running the length of the straight with the fin out of the water, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, that's on its fucking edge, and it never mucked it
Yeah.
up. So yeah, I reckon it's always been like that.
Which is weird because I think that bottom's same as what they all are now, or they change them from there.
No, I think that's new. Yeah,
That's got the same sort of bottom as, say, Nathan's one.
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Because that's one of the first capsules
Yeah.
in 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the what was the other one?
Wild
The
Child.
Bad Intent. Wild
Yeah.
Child. Then
Oh, yeah,
it
the
went
Bad Intent.
Wild Child.
Yeah.
Then Dean's. Then Bad Intent, if I remember right. And then
I
after Bad.
don't know what Bad Intent is because it hasn't never come out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
but
same
it's
as
the
their
same as Dean's.
Is it?
And then after that is when they went to the newer Unleashed style.
Yeah, righto. Because that's when they did
'Cause
this strong brew.
No, that would have been after Unleashed because Unleashed was the first one. to get
Unleashed
done.
was the first one. Was
They
it?
did. They built the.
Oh, the
Unle-
18 was the
Unleashed.
first one.
Unleashed is the open boat.
Yeah.
and they put the deck on it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that new style cell was in the 18 first.
No, it was on the 21 first because I remember the timber plug was built on the Unleashed boat, and then they kept all the same dimensions and adapted it to the 18
Right.
deck, which
So
is
this must have
why
been the first 18 then.
which is why everything fits between.
Yeah.
It's a lot smarter. They were able to use the same plugs
Yeah.
for the two boats. That's why both boats look very close together, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
different lengths. And then, so what else do we have on? Did we have one of the title races on Saturday? Was that the Spooner?
the Jack Houth
Jack Howe
Yeah, the
was
Jack Houth.
Saturday afternoon after the outboard, the
Tailboat Series.
AFBGP series, which Will Parker ended up
I was
winning
just about to say.
because Simon had a shocker.
So was
Just a
Simon
few
Lee?
little issues. He got stuck in the last race. He had to finish up the field. He had to win, I think.
Yeah, I think
And
he had to win. and Will
he had to
finish
win.
fourth
Will
or
had to
something.
finish fifth, I think.
Yep.
If Will finished fourth, he was beating him by 1 point.
Okay.
But and then Will still had a shocker, but Simon had more of a shocker because halfway through the trim was stuck out.
Yeah.
So he was going down the back straight and it was going, and he backed off, and we sort of looking, going, "Oh, what's going on here?" And then just fucking sky high.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Oh fuck, spewing." And then somehow it come good,
Yeah.
and he had a few other little issues, but
He was having a good weekend up until
it
that.
was fucking a
It was
cracker.
on song. Yeah.
Another
he was
one-
walking away from everyone
Yeah,
in the races.
yeah, he was fast.
Well, after that trim muck up, I think he went back to fourth or fifth or something and still made his way back to second. Just couldn't
Yeah.
quite get first.
Yeah, Reese
So-
was just that little bit too far in front.
What happened to Reese for him? I thought Reese was leading.
We had he had a shocking round at Yarra. So he got
The last round.
Yeah, so he got disqualified
Because he
for,
cheated.
for closing the door.
That was his pit crew, I think.
Well, it definitely wasn't me because I wasn't crewing then.
Oh, this was Mulwala, not
No, Yarra.
Yarrawonga,
The
part
Yarra
of the
The
Griffith Cup weekend.
yeah.
I thought you were pitting with him.
No, it's South Michael.
Ah,
I think I put
the
him getting
blower
the water and stuff in.
That's probably why he had a shit weekend.
yeah, the
Yeah.
blower got priority.
That's what I always put it down to. No, so yeah, he had a shit weekend, so he got disqualified for closing the door, and then he heard an engine in the last race, so he basically got no points.
Copy.
That threw him down the list. So he still won the weekend
At Dargle, yeah.
Dargle, but I don't know where he finished on the championship because I didn't really care. He's not winning.
Yeah, if you're not first, you're last.
And then yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, then
Yeah, the Jack House.
the Jack Houth, that's
Yeah.
right, yeah. So we everyone swapped, well, not everyone, so me and Simon. I know Bailey didn't have an engine either, so it's just the two.
Bailey
that
was
swapped
running
engines. Oh, there's a
Bailey
couple
was running the
others swap-
series engine in the qualifier, wasn't he?
Yeah, because that's all they had.
They didn't have another one.
They heard
I
the
thought-
other one testing.
Oh, I thought he was putting the unlimited engine.
Yeah, he was. And then he just,
Copy.
when he got home from Italy, he goes, "Oh, just better take those heads off and just make sure it's okay." And he found some little bit of an issue, and he goes, "Oh, fuck, better pull some more bits apart." And so it's bearings and a fair
Yeah.
bit of work. And he's going, "Oh, fuck, pack it up. I don't need to spend 15 grand.
Yeah, I'm not taking it.
He
So,
goes,
yeah.
"I've got parts there, but they are booked to be somewhere else."
Yeah, so they used the same engine
They
all
just used
weekend.
the series engine
They
the
just
whole weekend.
swapped drivers. So Carlin drove in the AFPGP. and
Guess
then
who was
Craig-
faster?
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
Craig,
who was?
Craig got up me on the weekend. He said, when you're doing your podcast, he said, your missus has got a name, you know. Stop calling her your missus. And I said, righto, I'll do that. I'll use a name from now on. And I'm also going to tell everyone that Carlin's faster than you.
By like 2 seconds or a second or something like
Wow.
that.
No, I don't think it was that quick. I
Oh,
think
that was only the
I think
Saturday.
they fudged that.
So
So
can
Craig, I think, had the faster top speed.
Yeah.
Craig was quicker by 2 mile an hour or something like that. But Carlin was quicker by like 0.2 or 0.3 of a second per lap.
copy.
But that was straight off the bat. So
What do you mean?
he goes at the end of the day on Saturday, like at the end of the afternoon when he had a couple of runs, he got better. Just getting used to the boat and the engine. Because I don't reckon he would have driven that boat with the engine.
No, well, I think he.
So the first time drove it was Adelaide.
That would have been with
Yeah.
a big engine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then big engine at Vella's.
yeah,
So he hasn't driven the little engine and
Yeah,
they're different.
yeah.
Yeah,
Carlin
Carl,
had just done, fucking 40
Million
40
laps.
laps or something
oh,
earlier.
Oh, and some, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's good to give him shit, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But it's good
and,
to
he,
show.
and he listens too, so
Yeah.
eat that.
It's good to show that
I'll
Carlin's
be with him on the
listening to his
weekend
old-
too.
It's good to show that Carlin's listening to his old man too. Like he's obviously
He's a good steerer.
Yeah,
that's good.
He's going to be a really good steerer.
That's cool.
he's a sensible kid too.
Yeah. Yeah, he listens and doesn't. Well, he's put it over, but it was a sort of an accident.
What did he put over though? F4 wasn't it?
No,
No, it was
that
that
one.
that boat.
Oh,
At,
okay,
at
okay.
Marwalla.
Oh,
Early in the year in February.
that was the ski gardens one.
Yeah. That's why I call it Marwalla. And yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
taken me ages to get used to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
weird.
Mulwalla's a ski park.
Yeah.
And a ski club.
Yeah.
And Yarrawonga is Yarrawonga.
Yeah.
Sick. All right. So what else did we have?
The Arch Spooner,
The Spooner.
that was the Australian Championship. That
Yeah,
was
that
on Sunday.
was a Sunday. That was. Oh, no, the heat was. Oh, no, it was just a practice, the first run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Before the Thurga.
Yeah.
Oh, so they
That's
had
right.
a tunnel boats race.
They just did a race, which
Like a
realistically
testing
they could have
shoot
just
race.
went. Everyone
This is
just did one
Yacht
lap.
yeah, yeah.
Just go out there, do your lap, and come back.
Yeah, they just wanted to test
Yeah.
run to
Just
make sure
their
their
tune
shit
was on
good.
song.
Okay.
They didn't miss something when they're putting the big engine and stuff on. But yeah, Reese won
Reese
that.
won the Spooner. Yeah,
I think that's his sixth
he said six.
sixth one. So, which is the second highest. He's got a long way to go to get to 13 to catch Bailey.
Yeah, that boat certainly looked fast over the weekend, especially in the Spooner.
140.2.
Christ.
I think was the fastest got out of it.
I think Adam Breen's looked quicker
I reckon he was quicker.
with that good engine. I reckon it looked
I
quicker.
reckon he was quicker on Saturday.
Yeah, that was
He
with
had a
the
bit, yeah.
that was with the good
good
engine
engine.
until they ruined it. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he was. I reckon Reese had the acceleration on him, or the jump. Well, got a better start.
Yeah.
Probably should say. But Adam sort of had mad mid range, and you could see him just pulling
Yeah.
towards the end.
Yeah, well, in that race, he was on his own.
Yeah, I see. I
Like
wasn't
in the
watching any
heat,
of that. Yeah,
that was motoring then. I would have been very surprised if he finished that race. It didn't get pole.
Oh, he didn't finish it.
No,
Oh,
he didn't
righto.
get in the final of the house because he broke it in the heat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. The only one where
I
he
didn't-
raced against
yeah, I
him
didn't
was
see it.
the nothing race.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, but I thought that looked like the boat looked quick without
Yeah.
knowing anything.
Yeah,
it looked fast on the
quick.
water.
I don't
yeah.
know what speeds they're doing, but yeah, we wanted to see the 4 in there, pushing for it.
Yeah.
the 140.
Yeah,
It would have been nice.
Could have probably had you're playing with fire, and got a bit faster, but you're like, do you really need to?
yeah. It's to finish
It's
first.
like
First, you must finish.
It's a fine line, and that boat, that engine was brand spanking going into the weekend, and we're like, "Fuck, it's done some laps." Like
Yeah.
towards the end of the weekend when they had to do the rerun,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So the rerun was Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
That was
the gold
Sunday.
Cup.
Yeah. No, it was the Dargle Gold
It was
Cup. at the
Dargle
end
Gold
of the
Cup.
day.
So what was the cross was on Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday or Sunday?
No, the cross was on
Oh,
Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry, yeah.
It was on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's the next one we sort of need to talk about. Who was in that?
So we're running out of boats.
That was inboards and outboards.
Yeah, that was just everyone. So I spoke to Juz, and he's pretty good at thinking of who to put in and what makes a good race and who hasn't been in it or who's been in it. And so we had an idea like all through the day, and then towards the end, it's like, fuck, we're running out of boats here.
Yeah.
So we can't ask Reese to go in it. So it was Odin, Simon, Reese, Lock and
Cody.
Load.
Cody made it in, didn't he?
No, they were out before that. They were going to be in it.
That's right, and they broke the skeg brace.
Yeah.
That's 5.
He had a
Oh,
few.
then Bailey ended up in it
Yeah.
Okay.
because they were running out of. They
Bales
just
has
kept
been
breaking.
Bales has been in a fair few of those cross invitationals.
If you've got a fast boat, there's a
Yeah.
good chance you get nice to go in, aren't you?
Yeah, he sort of does pretty fair with it and hands it round a fair bit. I think Reese has won 3 of them.
Yeah.
A couple others. I couldn't tell you where else has won them.
Odin got the win. There were so many races. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember
We got a
what
bit.
I'm watching, but
It wasn't too bad Saturday. I thought Saturday was pretty because we weren't busy.
Yeah.
But then Sunday it was like, fucking hell, we're pumping out some races
Pumping
here.
Yeah, because there's a lot of races for the same
Same
boats.
stuff, yeah.
so we saw Odin get the cross invitational this year, didn't we?
Yeah.
He was in pole 1, so
He was in
it
pole
was
one,
kind
so
of
it was-
his to lose.
Yeah.
But then the Dargle Cup, they had the qualifiers for that, and the poles come out. It was pretty much the
The
same
same, yeah.
same field as the
That's
cross. But the poles were a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I still maintain fucking Reese owes me $50.
I think, well, actually,
Or
I'll bring
Simon
that up.
owes me $50. One of them owes me 50.
remind me to bring that up in a minute too. I got an idea of how that race should have ended. Dylan give it to me as well.
Oh yeah.
What's his for? For the Dargle.
Yeah. When
So-
I got red flagged. But yeah.
Yeah, so go from the start. Ryan Constable had a shit start in the first run.
I don't. No, he
No,
had a
he
good
had a
start.
good start.
That was
No,
it. That was
he-
his best start
It
I've
was-
seen for the
it was a
weekend.
brilliant
The
start.
first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just that bit too far on the outside. Like he was in pole 3.
Yeah, it just give Reese
So
just
Reese
enough
give
room
that
to
a
get in
buffer.
and go around.
So he
Okay,
could drive it to the corner and turn.
because Reese got him out of that first corner. Reese got him
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he could drive it all those boys. So when the way he explained it to me, he goes,
as in
if he's
Reese. That
Yeah,
Reese or
Reese.
Ryan spoke to you?
Reese.
Okay.
So as he goes in with against the inboard, if they're in 2 beside him, the spray
affects
just
him.
can affect the
water.
settlement of the boat.
The water in front of you.
So he
and
just
stuff,
doesn't
yeah.
commit as hard.
If you can get there closer with them, the water doesn't get affected. But if you're just far enough behind,
Yeah, it's sort of. And I watched the onboard of Odin in that race, and you can see it
yeah,
because he was like that sort of boat length back.
yeah. The
If
weight just
water
moves over that
moves
little
over
bit.
that little
and-
bit.
Yeah,
There's still a lane there, but the water sort of moves.
So with Simon between
Just
him
give him
and
that buffer.
Ryan,
Yeah.
gave him enough buffer. He was comfortable going
Go
into that
in,
corner hard.
yeah.
So because then when Simon hit the buoy on the beach
Second
and
lap,
the
yeah.
second lap, he hit the buoy, and that was where we got the red flag.
well, he got stuck on the buoy.
Got stuck on board, yeah.
Mounted the.
Actually, I don't even know if he was stuck. I think he just
couldn't
nosed
reverse.
into it, and he just couldn't reverse. So
The
he's
pickle
just on
fork
it.
held on.
Yeah, right.
Because he just got out, pushed himself off it, and started
Yeah.
up and drove back.
Oh,
to
he
the
pushed it
red.
off, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But then how come he didn't go?
Red flag.
So he calls the red flag, so he loses a pole. He
No,
just
you
gets
just-
goes.
He's a
Cut.
out.
That's the same as red flag always.
He calls a red flag. You don't
Because
get to go
red
on a
flag, you
rerun.
never get to go in.
But didn't he start the rerun?
No.
No.
I thought he did. That's why I looked at it. I was like, I'm sure that he started in pole 3, like
No.
outside of Ryan.
No, they put
I'm sure he did.
hoods in there.
No, that was another race.
What was that race for?
I don't even know what that was for. That was the Spooner, I think.
Was that the Spooner, was it? Yeah, when Pecky come back.
Yeah.
Was that when Pecky come back?
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
it was.
Was?
Yeah. It was because I remember saying, well, shouldn't you have 2 reserves? Because you knocked 2 boats out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's when that was.
But once you're under the, we're getting away from it. Once you're under the starter's hands, that's it. The race is on.
Well, you're on the starter's hands as soon as you leave the ramp, I suppose.
Exactly. So that white flag goes up. That's it. Unless that boat doesn't start off the bank.
Well, that's just, but the flag's still up, so you're still in the
Yeah,
starter's
well.
hands. It's only if it doesn't make it to the ramp. Anyway,
Right. Yeah, I don't know, but it definitely shouldn't have went out.
Which one shouldn't have
that's
gone
a rule
out?
discussion.
The hood's one, the
Okay.
pink one.
Yeah, see, I thought that Simon went back out and just went
Nah.
in pole 3 instead of pole 2.
Nah.
All right, so maybe that was one of the other boats. But, yeah, so Ryan came into that the second running, he come in pole 2, Reese pole 1, and then come out of that first corner.
And I reckon that start was better than the last one.
Yeah.
No, the last one wasn't shit. Like I said to somebody, that was the best start I've seen the boat
That
come
Ryan
down
had
to
done?
shoot all weekend. And then the next one was better again.
That it didn't get loose down the chute either.
No,
that
which
was
it had been all weekend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he never really got on the wood and stayed on the wood until after sort of the tower.
Oh,
All the other races.
Before we go
them
further
last
on that,
two he did.
Ryan testing that boat on
With
the
no
Saturday
wing.
morning without a wing.
Yeah.
My
Fuck, he
God,
is
that
nearly up
boat
the
needs a
bank.
wing. That went real close to going up the bank.
Fucking oath. That was shocking.
That got loose as.
Yeah.
I never seen it, but I seen the videos and I was like, oof.
Yeah. So we don't want to see that either. But so yeah, Ryan, Constables, Peter, don't take the wing off.
Take it off again. Try it again. You got something else wrong.
So then Ryan come into the first corner, obviously put Reese off. Reese wasn't able to go into that
Reese's
first
head
corner as
wasn't in
hard
it anyway.
in that
Yeah,
last race.
He was never winning
He'd
that.
already flustered himself.
He fucked himself over there. He never winning it.
From the first race.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that first race, mate, he was gone. He had half a straight on Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was never winning that one.
I had $50 in my pocket in that race, and then Simon had to hit a fucking buoy.
So you were betting on Reese winning that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was betting you with?
Andrew.
Oh, yeah, right.
Andrew had Odin.
He just said $50, I'll take it. And I said, yeah, I'll take Reese from pole 1. He goes, is Reese in pole 1? I said, yeah. He goes, shit, fucking prick. And then he wanted to carry on at the end because Odin sort of stopped before the red flag.
Yeah.
So he was carrying on that, if he doesn't go in the rerun, the fucking bet's off and all the rest. I said, nah, the race has started. That's it.
Yeah.
The bet's on.
So I wonder what stopped
The cab
Odin.
gear issue.
It was calf geary.
Yeah, broke a fitting or fitting come loose, dumped all the oil or something.
That's right. Now we're able to have the time in between. What
They'll
was it,
have it.
10? Or was it 10 minutes in between?
As long as I wanted to.
It was whatever.
We told him we got to charge the batteries
Yeah.
because the fuel pump runs on
Yeah, that's
battery
right.
power, and it's like a massive amperage thing to pump the methanol through,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to have them charged all the time.
Yep.
So we said, I said we're going on the ramp. I said we're gonna need half an hour here, and then we still went out, and Reese was going, no, fuck, I'm not going, fuck this, and then Granny sort of half calmed you down and said, come on, get in the fucking boat, and the battery still won't charge, but miraculously it finished.
Yeah, so it didn't have any issues from not having enough charge. But you just would have
It's
preferred it
just
to have more.
potential that you turn something off at 10,500 that needs oil and fuel to go.
So he turned it off as in from the red flag?
No, you can.
No,
the-
if
the
it runs out of battery.
battery power runs out.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah. Well,
But yeah, it still went.
that was a great race. But
There's a few
Yeah,
good
for-
races all weekend.
for Ryan to come away with that, I reckon that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even with what race was it? Oh no, it was just a heat of when Andrew stopped.
Yeah, I think that might have been a heat of the LJ, maybe.
Was it the heat of the LJ?
Yeah, I think
it could
was.
have been. Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause fuck, that was going until it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Cody had a pretty good race. I thought Cody missed the start pretty bad in that one, which put him behind to start with.
Yeah.
And then, they were, if Andrew made a mistake, Cody was driving straight past. And Cody didn't make one to get further behind. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all fucking nail. It's just a shame that we had that issue.
yeah. I don't know what happened to Brent Lewis in the end. Do you know what happened?
Nah, I never heard nothing.
No.
Same as Craig. Never heard whatever Craig.
He
was
left
actually.
early or?
No,
No, they were there. It was just after that heat, I didn't run the rest of the day.
no. I didn't know it stopped or anything, but either.
Yeah, it did. I come across the line slow because Andrew still beat him
Yeah, right.
because Andrew stopped
Oh,
right
yeah.
before the finish and it
Yeah.
just coasted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Across the
Cody,
finish line.
Cody caught up and got him.
Yeah, Cody got him, but Decision didn't.
Yeah.
He just sort of slowly limped
Yeah.
across the line. So I don't know whether it had an issue. And
But that was a
got
heat
picked up.
race. That wasn't a final though either.
No,
was
that
it?
was just a heat.
for LJ.
LJ, yeah. Yeah, Andrew still made the final even though it stopped.
that's why he pushed it across the line. Yeah, got to finish.
Yeah.
So that was Dargle.
Yeah.
So how was the fire on Sunday afternoon? That was
That's all right. Well, I've got to make some critiques to that fire pit. I wish they did.
We did on Sunday.
Yeah. which made it better.
Yeah.
What does it have to do?
The holes in the bottom were just a little too big. So
Too much
Too much air. So
no,
let all that,
well,
let all
not
the
the air,
coal
just
out.
let all the coals out.
So there's
it
no
couldn't-
heat.
Yeah, it couldn't build heat in the fire, and it was just a little bit smoky in that. But the next day, they just put like a little sheet of corrugated iron in there first, and
That's all right. So I reckon you could. Leave it that way, but you could put another sheet of the mesh, or I don't even know what the mesh you call that.
I'd just leave it like that with the sheet of tin in there because
Yeah,
it's
clean it easier.
It's quite easy to clean.
Yeah.
You can just dump all the coals out on the ground.
But yeah, other than
Which
that,
was probably the thought of having the big holes in it to start with, but yeah, they were just a little too big. But it's good compromise having two big holes so you can clean it easy, and then just put the sheet of tin in there to hold the fire.
yeah.
Because it's not the whole. Though I didn't tin the whole thing. It was just sort of in the middle where the main part sat on. So you can just sort of brush the shit off, and it falls out the sides, and heaps of air still goes in, and
Yeah, it was pretty good. We still had the two fires, one big one and then the little one.
yeah.
Because you sort of need, you couldn't. I don't reckon that one fire. It's big enough, but it's not big enough.
It'd be big enough on like the Saturday night or the Friday night because
Yeah.
there's not shitloads of people at the barn, but on Sunday night there's just way too many people.
There's so many
Yeah.
people there.
I don't think it matters how big you make the fire unless it's like the whole size of the barn.
Yeah, and then it's too big, and you
Yeah.
6 miles away
Yeah,
from
you
it.
need
Yeah.
you definitely need a couple of fires to separate the people out a bit.
Yeah.
It was a good cruisy night.
Yeah.
I think it was 2:00 or something.
Fireworks were pretty sweet. Everyone
Yeah,
liked
they
them.
were big too.
At one point there, I turned around and just aimed me front to the fire because my back was getting a bit warm, and I was just looking, and everyone's heads like pointed to the sky. I was like, look at these weirdos just looking straight up.
I reckon it'd have to be a first time of running out of beer there too.
Really?
They run out of beer, did they?
Run out of beer, run out of heaps of stuff.
Yeah, right.
So they had a cracking weekend.
Yeah.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, that's unusual running out of beer there.
Yeah.
I think Tracy ordered extras too because the August meeting coming up so she could keep some
Oh,
of it.
yeah?
Yeah, so it wasn't like a big deal to
Yeah, right.
have extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
makes
no.
me
Actually,
really
I
happy.
do think she ran into town Sunday Arvo or
Yeah,
Saturday
right.
Arvo? Might have been Saturday Arvo and got some more Tui's new and some more VB.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Really? People
'cause she
still
was
buy
empty.
that shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. You fucking ran out of VB. What the fuck? Who's drinking that?
Yeah.
wrong
One
with these
person
people?
drank the carton.
No, they got a couple of cartons, and I sort of thought, you know, even if you run out of another beer, no one's asking for a VB. They'll ask for a spirit or something
Yeah.
before they go to a
Yeah,
VB.
for sure.
But they sold it all.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Did
Don't
you
you
get a
ra-
chance to go down the bottom bar?
Nah.
I walked past there. I'm off grog at the moment anyway, so there was no use in me pulling in there. But I had the girls with me all weekend, so I wasn't going to sit in the bar.
Yeah. I went down there like once sort of Andrew was out for the weekend. I went down there to watch the last few races. And in the afternoon, you know, it gets quite cold.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice and warm up near where the boat was, where the boat ramp and shit is. And as I started walking down the thing, I just walked past the shade line and instantly fucking
Straight
10
away.
degrees,
Just,
bang,
yeah,
gone
easily.
straight away.
Yeah.
As soon as I walked past into the shade, I got my phone out. I rang Dad. I said, "Are you coming down the bar?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for everyone else. I'll see you down there in a minute." I said, "Well, when you come down, bring me fucking jumper." He goes,
gonna
"Why?"
need
I said, "Because it's fucking cold." He goes, "Why is it cold?" I said, "Because it's in the shade." He said, "Oh, fuck that. I'm not coming down then."
You talked him out of it.
They did anyway.
They were always coming out. It was fucking into me. Because I was over there looking at when they pulled out and going, oh, fuck, we're not running anymore. And he's going, well, they're going to be cold.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yeah, fuck off.
I went down there. Old Brucey Everingham was down there watching. He'd
Yeah.
been hanging out there all day to watch the inboard versus the outboard. So he watched the cross race, and as soon as it finished, he'd left. So see, as I'm going home to
I told it.
Yeah, right.
Cracking weekend.
That's a good weekend.
I love Dargle weekend.
yeah,
I can't wait for August.
yeah,
I think August is actually going to be a pretty good event.
Was it 8
Yeah.
weeks or 10 weeks? Take?
yeah.
She
8
said
weeks.
8
I think.
weeks?
Yeah.
Upper Hawkesbury mentioned they're running a club day in conjunction with it, which means that Upper Hawkesbury's helping. I think must have helped with a sanction. Is that right?
Oh yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not the best idea, I don't think.
what do you mean?
It's just too much.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
it's an NDC event, so you've only got the NDC boats.
Yeah.
So they've
Fair,
got
fair few of them though.
unlimited 6 litre,
yeah,
105 juniors.
yeah. Well, the 105s will be
It's August, so you're only there until fucking 4.
well.
Finish the days early, guys.
It'll be two-day event, but yeah,
Yeah.
and we're only talking club day, so it just means that the club boats will be going down there instead of running a club day at Windsor. just a different venue realistically. And you've got the NDC class, the X100, the 95 boats will just run in the X100 class. That's pretty much what it is. So you're only going to have a couple other boats that aren't going to run in it. They'll probably just run X100 fast heat, X100 slow heat. So then the slower boats will be in.
No, I don't think they'll do that.
You can't do that.
Not for the NDC.
No, not
Maybe
NBC
not.
thing,
You
no.
can't
Don't do that.
change the system. It'll
maybe
be
not.
what it is. Anyway,
But yeah,
it'll be all right.
It'll happen.
Pretty keen. We've got the NDC at Taree coming up too.
That's only 2 weeks' time or something. I heard.
3.
Yeah,
3 weeks, is it? Yeah. Not sure if I'll make that or not.
I better turn my boat back up the right way.
Probably should.
Might do that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Probably should finish it.
I don't think.
Are you
it'll be-
far off finishing it?
Oh, yeah, I reckon I'll be able to turn it back up the right way maybe Friday. Maybe as you're listening, I'll be turning it over.
Cool.
All right. So on the back of the
Dargle.
Dargle with the red flag for.
Oh, yeah.
So I was talking to Dylan
Yeah.
at the barn, and he goes, "How's this for an idea of in that instance when it's just a boat stopped on the corner,
Yeah.
instead of the red flag going out, you put the checkered flag out, so they don't hit that corner flat out, and that's because it's the race declared second lap. You've done the
Yeah.
allotment of time,
Is that the allotment of time?
yeah,
Are
So
you sure?
instead,
Did
of,
you read
instead of the
that?
yellow flag
Yeah.
coming out, the checkered flag comes out.
yeah. I only had to cross that.
What rule number is it?
Oh fuck if I know.
You didn't read it, did you?
That's what Joy told me. It's 75%.
That's not 75. 2 laps out of 3 isn't 75%.
It's close
It's only
enough.
66.
Oh well, so fuck close enough.
Well, the rule says 75%.
Yeah, but your last,
can it be
last
down
race
to
of the
the-
day, you run out of daylight and it's fucking cold.
Well, they got it rerun. It was fine.
Only just.
Yeah, so that's only because your shit boat had to charge the fucking batteries.
Yeah, and we're
I s-
winning.
I said to everyone, you shouldn't be able to touch your boat. You should be able to pull out the ramp, refill it like they do at a red flag in all the other sports. You're allowed to put fuel in to finish the race, and that's it. You pull it up on the ramp, put fuel in.
Well, that's
go
all.
back out.
That's all we did, and charge batteries, but didn't touch nothing else.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
that's-
Odin boys did.
Oh, they did heaps.
Yeah, so they
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Should have been
well,
just-
fix the cav gear, fix heaps of shit.
should have been pull up,
Yeah.
put your
Well, if you
top
want
your
to,
fuel up, and back in.
if you
If
want
you
to,
can't survive on doing that, then don't go back out.
yeah, if you want to do it that way, you could do it that way.
I guess you could make your own rules for that because it's a club trophy.
Yeah, yeah. But I just thought it just in general.
I don't really like that idea.
Why not?
It sounds sort of good in theory, but when you think about it, everyone's got to know that that's what's happening.
That's what I mean. You put a
Everyone's
rule
got to
in.
have a radio
Yeah,
because a lot of people don't watch flags because you don't see them at most places, so they're counting laps.
yeah. Well, I think everyone should have a radio anyway, but
We've also seen
Well,
people that
well-
count laps that don't count properly.
I can't count 3.
Yeah, well, you can say that as well, but there's a lot of open guys that probably won't have radios.
Yeah, well, I suppose. I don't know. That's just what Dylan brought up. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
No,
Because it
I don't
fixes
like
that issue.
idea.
You're not going into that corner going, oh, there's a boat there. Because they ummed it hard for a long time to put that red out.
Well, yeah,
It was
well,
a good
I
hard, it was
wasn't.
good more than it was nearly a full straight.
I wasn't there, but you probably got to wait to make sure that is stuck on there and it's not going to drive off.
Yeah, so if they waited an extra 100 metres for Reese to go past the line, they would have declared that race.
Yeah, well they shouldn't have because it's not 75%.
Well, that's what Joy said. If he crossed that line, we would have declared it.
Well, he shouldn't have stopped then, should he?
Well, the red flag was out.
Oh yeah,
So the red flag was out like just before he got to that buoy.
Yeah.
Before he got to the checker buoy.
either that or I've heard of. I think you can just throw a caution out there,
Well, I think that came out first. Like it sort of was.
but the caution needs to be like that's where you need like your lights and stuff on the buoys.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you come in, they're flashing yellow, so you can go, oh, there's an issue here.
Yeah. Right
Then-
down on that end.
But then you got to run similar rules to what you do in like supercars and stuff, where there's you can't pass.
Can't
no
pass
one,
on
you-
that, yeah.
yeah. You got to be sensible.
It is a
and-
bit harder, but it's sort of. lets
just because
that
our
little
races
issue-
are so short.
Yeah.
Like if that happened the next lap, you wouldn't even bother putting a flag out.
No.
Checkered
No,
flag
it
would
just
have
be
been
let
that.
it
You
flag.
let them all go past and then come up around the top way, let them come down and finish, and then that's it.
Yeah, so I think that's like Dylan's point. Put the checkered out and go, oh, the race is done. So you'll back off at the checkered sort of thing or just past it. And you sort of, oh, yeah, there he is on the corner. Right, we'll go around him.
Yeah.
Checkered with a red flag.
Well, no, just checkered.
Checkered or checkered with a black flag or something like that.
Well, just
like-
probably caution flag.
It'd be too hard because if not everyone's looking, not everyone has radios. People don't know. People count laps.
That's why you need the flags at the other end of the course.
I think it'd be that's full of flaws. That
A little bit when you talk.
you could
work
do
it
it
out, but-
essentially if you work all those problems out and put things in place so that they can't happen.
Yeah.
Then possibly, but
That's well, it's not a set in stone, but it's like you could work it out.
yeah, well,
If someone from the APBA that listens,
it's still not
Honestly,
75%
enough of the out
of
of
the
it,
race though.
I'd
Well, I know
like
that,
someone
but-
from the APBA to actually come in, give us a call in and actually say this is what we think about it.
If it was a 4-lap race and they'd completed 3, that's 75%.
but yeah, so I don't know.
Let's make roll races 4 laps then.
Okay,
Let's
make him 6.
10. 10 and half the straight length.
We've spoke about that heaps.
Yeah, I'm keen on that. Right. Like Speedway.
Brum.
But yeah, that's Dargle.
I had a couple of speedway, the sprint car boat, what do they call the jet sprint boats down there?
I seen
I
one
did
down
see
there
that.
on display.
On
Yeah.
the distance, say that, yeah.
Yep. They're getting excited. That's going to be sick.
Yeah.
Next March, I think. Is it March?
Nothing's still passed through council on that yet, I don't think. So
No.
Announced a little bit too early, reckon?
yeah,
Yeah, well, that's
they
bad
weren't
on their behalf.
they weren't prepared to put it out yet because it wasn't fully passed. But obviously the
Sprint boat
media team want to go. Let's get it out there.
Yeah.
They should have just said to be confirmed.
I think once it all gets approved and stuff, I think there's going to be like half a dozen meetings there for the year.
Awesome.
It'd be like I think
dig
they'll
it.
run
they'll
and
dig it
shit.
pretty quick.
a couple of rounds of the
Oh,
New
won't
South
take
Wales
long.
titles there, and then
Oh, yeah.
one round of the Australian
Well, there's
thing.
nothing
I think
around here. I think
plus some
Queensland.
practice days. I think they're going to run like test days and stuff as well.
I think we'll be in the middle, won't we? Between Queensland and Victoria.
I got no idea. I didn't even look at the calendar. No idea.
It's the perfect. It is a perfect venue for it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
a boat. Like everyone that's around there loves boat racing because there's no chance that you buy a place down there not knowing that that's a race boat track.
Well, there is John Reed up the hill that doesn't really like it.
There's
Well, tell him to put some earmuffs on.
the bit straight across the road is straight across the river. I should say not straight across the road. Straight across the river is for sale. Do you see the big for sale sign on the property?
3.5 million, I heard.
Yeah. So probably some wanker's going to buy that and then complain about the noise.
Yeah, maybe. Or they'll own a race boat.
Maybe we should all chip in and buy it.
Let's go. Then we can have a competing jet sprint track on the other side of the road.
No, we'll put in the burnout pad.
Yeah.
On that
We'll
corner.
have the cars on our side and they can have the boats on their side.
and just keep it wet from the river water.
Yeah.
Just keep on hosing it. I was hanging out with Geordies with a mace boat over the weekend.
Oh yeah, I spoke to him a little bit.
That was really cool. Like my really good memories of Dargle has been running Gen 3 down there, and every Dargle weekend, it's the same weekend every year, so it always comes up as a memory on the
Yeah.
Facebook, and just some onboard footage of me racing Gen 3. I didn't win the race. It doesn't matter. I had an awesome run, and that video come up every year. And I sent that to Geordies because I was telling him about coming into the corners. He's coming into the corners like backing off a bit early. I'm like, mate, keep into it until just before that corner. That's when you back off a little bit and stand on the plate. He's like, fuck. And he comes back. He's like, was that enough? I'm like, no, man, keep going.
I think he threw a propeller blade, didn't he?
Yeah, through a blade. He was running those 4-blade bloody
Yeah.
outboard
It
props
was
as
funny.
well.
I asked him because did I screw near it? I think I did screw near that boat. And I looked under it and I was like, oh, it's got an airboard propeller. I wasn't expecting
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And I said to him, who did that shaft for you? He goes, I don't know, I bought the boat like that. He didn't know it was any different.
He didn't know it was special.
And I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know who made that.
That'd be Dave Freeman.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it was, yeah.
Yeah. I went and asked Dave afterwards and he said, yeah.
Because that was Ronnie's boat?
Yeah.
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 Oh, is that Ryan's old boat?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now I know what it is. Yeah, he had a great weekend until obviously he threw a blade, but mate, he was going faster and faster.
I meant to tell him because I know he's an avid listener, and so was a few other people there that I seen. And what I found funny, not a lot of them know who Chelsea is. Obviously, Chelsea is our F1.
Yeah, I remember you
girl.
saying that over the weekend.
And I kept pointing her out to everybody, and they're like, "Oh, is it?" They're like super surprised. I said to Chelsea, I said, "Have you made any new friends this weekend?" She said, "Yeah."
Mate, we're bringing people together. That's what we're doing.
That was funny, them two on the ramp.
Yeah. I was watching it, I was like,
They did pretty well.
They look like they're having fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a shit job that they didn't want to do. They looked like they were enjoying themselves.
Awesome.
They work well.
Yeah.
That's
I think that job's locked in for them the next fucking however
Shit,
many
kids.
years. They're doing that forever now.
Someone had to step up.
We got an email as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
To
was
report on Dargle
written there
for the
too.
Hyper Fives. Nathan.
That was good racing all weekend, eh?
Yeah. I didn't see
I didn't see
too
stuff
much of
out
it,
of it,
but
no.
I seen a couple of 5 litre races. I don't know whether they were Hyper 5 ones or the other 5 litre races, the Chiquita Cup or the Rocky, but some of them were pretty cool.
That boat of Dills is going well when it goes. Like obviously, you had a couple of issues.
Full blade. And
Yeah.
Blade, but mate, that thing's moving pretty hard.
He's gonna do some modifications. We're gonna take it to the club day and see how it goes.
Bit more sticky tape.
Well,
Bubblegum?
he just got given some ideas off someone that probably doesn't know a little bit, and you might want to just listen and try.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's his plan. He said
Very
when
good.
I dropped his van back home, he sort of already said, "I've already been looking for the parts."
Oh, yeah, right.
So I think that's his thing. But he's got to obviously get his gearbox looked at,
Yeah.
and because obviously tearing a blade off a propeller.
Yeah, it's not good.
It might have done some damage. He thinks it might be okay, but yeah, he's not sure.
You
so-
normally can grab them pretty quick.
yeah,
Don't hurt too much
yeah,
gear.
but yeah. Hyper 5, Nathan's
Yeah.
give us a rundown
Right, yeah.
of the
So
whole
we
series.
got some round results. So for the Dargle weekend, we had Anderson Motorsport, and I had the Bergeron Hydro absolutely flying down the front chute. That thing was looking really good.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did a heap of racing, eh?
Yeah,
Team Paradise, they had EFI issues. It was giving them the shits all weekend, but it was only after getting a late gearbox issue sorted the day before the race. So otherwise, he was out.
yeah, right.
So he had a bit of shit going on. That typical race meeting, isn't it?
I seen him have a spin in one of the corners. Did you see that?
I didn't see him have a spin.
Yeah, he had a spin in the bottom corner. It was one of the last races of the weekend because I was down there. I was down at the bar, so it would have been like between the Gold Cup heats or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
And then we saw Bova. He'd done a fair bit of homework getting into that race meeting. He put his money on the table for this round, but unfortunately, fuel injection issues came in and out throughout the weekend. That thing was moving pretty hard when it was going.
Yeah, when
And
it gets
then,
going, it's going.
Yeah, all of a sudden it had just sort of struggled. There's a lot of talk about that boat with the cell. Can you give us a little bit of indication on why that is considered a cell without a screen?
So your safety cockpit doesn't actually have to have a screen or a lid.
Yep.
But there's a few other rules it's got to meet if it doesn't
We went through
have the
them.
lid.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
a lot
couple
of
months
of
ago.
people hadn't listened, and I did explain that through the weekend. But I thought I'd get a proper.
Yeah, it's just
Basic explanation.
They're pretty simple rules, which it all obviously complies to. Just simple things like you've got to have a certain size lip in front of the
Yes.
screen, so when your nose is coming up, there's like a little kick there.
Yep.
Yeah, certain things with head protection
It's
and
got to
things
cover
like
75%
that. Yeah,
or
it's
something
nothing.
like that.
Yeah,
around
it's
the
nothing. It's nothing
sides.
too serious. Most boats with lids probably almost cover that. I think the only one they don't do is the lip. So if you remember Loose in the Dark, Wayne had the lid on that. That was an open one that Wayne
Yeah,
put the lid
and he
on.
put
So
a lid on it. Yeah.
it had the lip still on the front.
Yep.
And then the lid was just sort of square to that. That's why it looked a little bit bubblish on the front.
Yeah.
Because he put the lid on because he preferred a lid, but the boat still qualified without
Yeah,
the lid.
and I remember a couple of years. Oh shit, it had to have been a few years ago now. But Craig Bailey actually had an issue would have been a Dargle Gold Cup, and he came back. Someone ran over the front of him or something like that, and all the screen was all smashed up. And he actually ripped the screen off, and he was allowed to race it without a screen for that last
Some
race.
of the older style boats were already set up like that.
That's right. Yeah. So that was another one that I was able to use as an explanation that it was compliant without having a screen.
Yeah.
But then you've got something like there's displacement rules where you've got to have at least a 10 or a 12 mil certain material screen in the rules to be allowed as a.
I think it's because
self
such a
screen.
big area in a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Yeah, I'd have to double check those rules because I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, because I can't if I had a lid on mine, like if my screen moved, I wouldn't be able to leave the screen off on mine and go and run it. Same as like a child's play.
Yeah.
That screen can come off, but you can't race that without that screen because that forms part of the cell.
I'd have to double check, but you may be able to run it without your top lid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can run it out with the top.
Oh, really?
I reckon I probably could. I reckon my one would. No, it wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, it probably would.
yours could because it can't
probably
over
would.
far enough, yeah.
Because you got to have a bit go over the top of your head and stuff too. So yours probably wouldn't because none of the top of the cockpit comes over the top of your head.
No, it does. That
Yeah, but not far enough.
maybe a certain measurement.
You'd have to check it. But
yeah, okay.
Because the little lip you got to have on the front, obviously that would be your windscreen.
Yep.
And it's got to be above, I don't know, 50% of your eye level or something
so
like
it's
that.
obviously
I'd have to read it to double check it all, but yeah.
Yep. And in fourth for the Dargle weekend, Tunnel Vision, Dylan Greentree couldn't just rely on the spirit of the KTs for Dargle after a number of issues plagued their weekend. Threw a blade and knocked him out.
Well, he had boat issues as well on
Yeah,
Friday.
but that was my sticky tape and bubble gum.
I was there after they lifted the front up and then helped them lift the back. It's different.
Yeah.
Lift the front up, push the timber back, and then lifted the back up as a pivot point,
Yeah.
and then slid it across. So the side they were working on was on the runner of the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
So if a timber broke, at least it wasn't going to fall on you.
Yep.
So that was smart thinking on someone's behalf.
That sounds like a Darren idea, wasn't it?
No, I think it was Ricky.
No beers
really?
had been consumed by that point.
No,
In the middle of the pits.
there's air dryers and heaters and everything going.
So for the series, Mr. Consistent, Team Paradise got the win on that one.
How good's that? His first go,
Yeah.
and he's won the whole series.
And that's obviously why he was dawdling around instead of just pulling out.
Yeah,
He was just doing lap after lap.
And that's the whole point of a series, eh?
Yeah, you've just got to keep on
Anyone
finishing.
can win.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to beat everyone all the time. As long as you're consistently finishing well, you'll get the
So
chocolate.
he finished every race in the whole series, and that's obviously paid off. Only one race was less than a third place result. So on the podium every race.
Yep.
Bova, obviously fuel injection issues plagued the team throughout the series, but Tim put in a massive effort trying to get the KT sorted when the boat was on. It was certainly on. They made a massive effort, as we said before, running that thing week after week down at Dargle.
Trying to get it going.
But then, disappointing to see that they still struggled with the injection. I've never liked fuel injection for that sort of issue. It's so finicky.
I think he's thinking of it too hard, and it's the 5 litre aspect of too slow through the corner.
Oh, they're trying to get past the lack of torque.
Yeah. So you got to keep them up around 5,000. Otherwise, they just bog down and just don't want to go. All 5 litres, all
It
good
just
5
doesn't have
litres
the
will do
torque.
it.
Yeah. In third, Anderson Motorsport, even though Ando came home strong, a number of non-start race results in the earlier rounds hit the points tally hard. In fourth, Untamed Lady, the team was only able to run in the first round, and the Walkinshaw V8 succumbed to terminal issues. And then in fifth, Tunnel Vision, Dylan Greentree was looking for a strong showing at the final round at Dargle, but unfortunately, fate and boat issues would have other ideas. Big thanks to both the Tara Aquatic Powerboat Club and the Dargle Valley Boat Club for hosting our rounds for this series. The Hyper 5 Hydro Series will be back bigger and better in the 26-27 series. If you think you could be interested in joining the action, contact the Hyper 5 Hydro's Facebook page. And just like the HSG crew say, go buy a Hydro, go Hyper 5. I don't remember saying anything like that.
I did.
I heard you say that all the time.
I did.
We've always said that.
If anyone is listening and wants to get involved and you've got a boat, we could ring me. We could work out a deal.
Yeah, or me.
Yeah, or Joel.
I've got a deal.
We've approach us. We've got deals.
Deal makers. It's been after Dargle weekend. There was a couple of posts saying that people were keen on getting into boat racing. I reckon a good race meeting always brings more people into the sport.
Yeah.
Like there's always people that are there watching, but you put a good race meeting on, you'll always get a Facebook post every couple of days after.
Yeah.
How do we get into this?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one post there. He's been posted for a little bit, but it sparked back up this weekend. And they put the cranky boat up there. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to spend that much money.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, you're not buying fuck all then.
It's cheap for what it is, but he probably wants to spend,
open deck.
$5 grand and run 95 or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our sport for the week. That was a fucking long sports section.
Certainly was.
Hopefully you bared with us. We had fun, so you had to enjoy it too. All right, let's get into the clear as day, clear as mud.
Clear as day, clear as mud, rule book review.
All right, thanks to Addicted Marine Performance Parts for sponsoring the segment. We threw the dart, and what dart number did we get, Hayden?
Dart number 3.
We got dart number 3. So that puts us on page 65. Now, that's still in the inboard section, and it's given us, there's 3 classes on that page. So we'll keep it a bit short, and let's just go like your super stock ones. We'll do from 113 to the bottom of the page, and we'll leave blown lights for another day. All right. These ones might be a bit controversial. 1113 super stock restricted class rules. 1113.01. The super stock restricted class will be open to all boats, both reinforced cockpit and non-reinforced cockpit, including but not limited to inboard displacement, hydroplane, outboard, mono, and tunnel hulls. All boats are to be subject to specific hull design and safety rules for both inboard and outboard, i.e. hull length, maximum horsepower, and cockpit requirements, etc. Makes sense?
Makes sense.
Nothing wrong with any of that.
No,
So
not yet.
basically anyone can run in that as long as you meet your rules of what hull you're using.
Yeah.
Clear.
Clear as day.
1113.02. A maximum capacity of 8,000 cc's is permitted. Forced induction engines are not permitted. That's pretty clear, isn't it?
Fucking clear as.
Can't get anything wrong with that.
Clear as day.
1113.03. Boats fitted with big block engines must be a minimum length of 5.33 metres, which is 17 foot 6 inches. So I'd say that's clear, but I guess you got to, like, what is a big block?
Big block.
Big block.
So
Different engine.
I don't question a big block.
So-
it's a small block or a fucking big block.
So you can build a what
very,
determines
very
a big block though?
An
The
actual block.
manufacturer?
The block.
Okay, so if you've got a race engine,
No, you could go a really, really big cube small block and you'd be fine to run it in a
well,
little
yeah,
boat.
you could do that also. But I'm thinking, like, let's get a proper race engine that is like
Like a Hemi or something like that.
built to 8,000 cc's. Is that a big block? If it's not called a big block from a factory?
So you talk like a Rodec or
Well, no. Well, Rodex still have
small blocks or big blocks?
I'm talking more like a one-off build, like an SMX. Let's go with that. Do you know what an SMX is?
They're built off a big block though, aren't they?
Well,
They'd
no,
be still called
no.
something,
That's the
wouldn't
Steve
they?
Morris.
They're built off a 481X, which is still not a big block, and it's not called a big block.
I think you're looking too hard into it.
I think it's
Well,
a very
it's-
simplified rule.
That I think they know that it's not accurate because big block is actually in fucking quotations.
Yeah.
So I think it needs to either be a capacity limit.
Well, you'd have to.
Or-
where do you
yeah.
set your capacity limit at?
Well, I don't know, 6 litre, 300 cc's, 400 400 cubes, 300 cubes. I don't know. Someone that's smarter than me can determine that.
in
but
a 15-foot boat, under 17 foot.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a 6-litre engine. Like
yeah,
a
so
lot
basically,
of the
if you're allowed 8,000 cc's, let's just go, well, if you're over 6,000 cc's, you've got to have a 17-foot boat.
Yeah,
Or whatever cc someone decides. But
yeah.
I think the big block section, it could confuse people. Well, not confuse
I
people,
don't think
but,
it'll
but
confuse
people can
people,
read
but-
around that and go, well, it's not a big block, mate.
You're trying fucking hard, but
yeah, but maybe
Not
they're
really.
trying to. Maybe they're looking at the torque rating of say a big block compared to a small block, and they don't want
a build
real
engine
big
would have
torque.
fuckloads of torque anyway.
Pardon?
A big engine is going to have heaps of torque anyway.
Yeah,
Well, more cubes will always mean more torque.
yeah. More
but-
cubes equals more better.
But, yeah, like I said, a big block, what determines a big block?
Fucked if I know the manufacturer. Call it
Because
a big block.
I'm sure you could probably fit, like I don't know because I'm not that into all the different engines, but so let's just say like a small block Chev can only get 440 cubes into it. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. That's just a rough number. But then maybe a small block Ford, maybe you can get like 480 cubes into it
Yeah,
because it's a different layout, design, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Or, you know, a Hemi might only be able to get 300 cubes into it.
So is there small block Hemis and big
I
block
don't
Hemis?
know. I don't know.
I just assume that's-
I'm just throwing it out there.
The Hemi's just a Hemi.
So you could run a 4.8 Noonan as long as it doesn't have turbos
Yeah,
in a 15 footer.
Yeah, it's not a big block.
That's why I think it should be. That's why that's confusing. So I'm going to say,
Clear as mud.
Well, it's only clear as mud if you want to read around the rule. but
well,
yeah.
it's not clear, is it? Because what's a big block?
Oh, a big block Chev.
So if it's big block's not in the name, you can use it.
Guess so.
I bet you someone would complain if you did that.
You reckon?
100%.
Who?
The APBA people.
Oh, yeah.
Or someone that you beat.
Honestly, if you were scrutineering a boat and you saw a big block in a 16-footer, what would you say? Would you say they're a dumb cunt, a dumbass?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Would you look the other way, or would you
I'd
say
go,
they're
yeah.
not allowed to race?
Well, I'd want to judge everyone on their own merit. So if you can drive it and you can handle that, why can't you do that?
Yeah, so you
If it's not causing any dramas and looking untidy and all the rest of it, and
it should
Who
be
cares?
if the boat turns up to the races, okay, well that's going to be a pretty hectic boat. I want you to go out there and do a couple of practice starts.
if it
for me
meets
and show me
if it
you
meets
can
all the
drive.
rules, if it doesn't meet rules, like fair enough.
Yeah, so you would like the rule to be changed so you could have a big engine in a little boat as long as they could drive it.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy to have not a big engine in a little boat. Just change the word big block to a CC limit, so you know where that limit is. It's not.
I think that's much
the
smarter.
word big block is retarded,
I think
Yeah.
that's a much
and I think
smarter
they
way
know
to
it's
go about
retarded
it.
because it's in quotations.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a bit of a lazy,
we've done it.
lazy description, isn't it?
113.04. Boats will be restricted to a maximum speed of 105 miles per hour, 169 kilometres per hour. Compliance with the maximum speed, may be enforced with the use of GPS equipment.
No, not may be enforced, will be.
Well-
What's this may bullshit in the rule book?
Yeah. There's so you could read that two ways. Either it may be enforced with a GPS unit, or they may use another way of enforcing
Yeah.
it. But it doesn't give you any other option, and I've never seen anyone use any other option.
No, there is no other
I think that's
option
an
that
old
we
rule that
use.
probably just got overlooked
You'd
when
have
they
to-
class first come in.
Yeah, so you probably have to say it will be enforced with a GPS unit.
Yeah, so that needs to be touched up.
Yeah.
It probably won't be because it'll be deleted in a couple of months.
Why?
Well, it'll still be.
105.
It'll just be 95.
No.
Yeah, but
no,
that rule is under 105.
no,
Well, the class will still be there.
Yeah, that class will still be there. You just have to run a cockpit, which you're allowed to because
Oh,
it
yeah,
says
yeah,
right
I'm
there.
getting you. Yeah,
So
yeah,
the class won't change.
Yep.
Anyway, that one's clear, but it's dumb because you shouldn't be using a GPS. Well, you should be using a GPS, but you should be using a GPS, not
Yeah,
may
may
be
is
using
the
a
wrong
GPS.
answer.
Clear as day.
113.05. Boats exceeding 105 miles per hour will be disqualified from the race. it's kind of obvious. isn't
Clear
it?
as. I thought there was other rules in there. If you just click the button.
Clear as day.
So if you got one over once, you're disqualified. If you went over twice, you're out for the day. If you went over again, you're out for something else.
I think that's something New South Wales Council might have made up
Oh, righto.
for their own events.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that was ever discussed as a
Yeah, right.
national rule. But we'll run through the next one as well because it's kind of the same thing, although it's a different class. 1114 is Superstock bracket racing. 1114.1 is Superstock bracket racing also. So that's weird. 1114.11 Superstock bracket racing will be open to all boats, both reinforced cockpit and non-reinforced cockpit, including but not limited to inboard displacement, hydroplane, outboard mono, and tunnel hulls. All boats are subject to specific hull design and safety rules for both inboard and outboard, i.e. hull length, maximum horsepower, cockpit requirements, etc. So that's exactly the same as the first rule in the last one. There's no difference. So that's clear.
Clear as day.
1114.12. The maximum speed of Superstock bracket racing is 105 mile per hour, 169 kilometres an hour. It's pretty simple, isn't it? It's basically the same as the other one as well.
Clear as day.
The 1114.13, the nominated speed of each race will be designated by the club conducting the event. This nominal speed will be in increments of 10 mile per hour, i.e. 95 mile per hour, 85 mile per hour, all the way down to 45 mile per hour if you want to. So basically that's just saying you can't just come out and make your own class at 90 mile an hour or 97 miles an hour or 82 miles an hour. They've got to go in those increments. So if you're faster than 85, you've got to jump to 95. You don't get to jump to 90 or,
Yeah.
Clear?
Clear as day.
1114.14. Compliance with the nominated speed must be enforced with the use of a GPS equipment. That one's better. Why don't we
That's
just slip
exactly
that one
how it should
straight
be.
upstairs to the other one
Copy paste.
and we're good to go. That's clear as too.
Clear as day.
1114.15. Boats exceeding the nominated speed will be disqualified from the race. Easy. Same as the other one. Clear.
Clear as day.
So people are probably asking what's the difference there between the two thingies because they've both got pretty much the same rules. Hey,
Yeah.
there is some slight differences though. So that whole question about big block engines doesn't matter in Superstock bracket racing. You can have your big block in your 16-footer
As long as you're not doing 105.
as long as you don't do over this whatever the speed of the thing is.
Yeah.
It also doesn't say you can't run a supercharger or a turbocharger or any kind of forced induction, so you can run forced induction in it as well.
Yeah.
Copy. That's
So
interesting.
if your boat, say an 18-foot sailboat with, say, a small like Royce McIntyre's boat, little small LS things blower on it,
Yep.
do 105 piss,
Yep.
can race in that class against open deck boats.
It can race in Superstock bracket racing
Against-
class,
yeah.
yes. It can't race in
Oh, it can't race in the
Superstock,
super stock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Superstock restricted, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's right?
Nope. I think it's probably been overlooked.
Mm.
I'm all for blown boats to be locked into 105 or 95 if that's the class they want to run in.
Yep.
I've got no problem with that, but I feel like they maybe should be kept separate from NA boats
Yeah. Well, I think so too.
just because accelerations and stuff would be
Yeah,
different.
but it's sort of been shown like in open racing between 6 litres and blowers, a good 6 litre will keep up with a blower, no worries. And like you've got that restriction in 95 or 105, like a blown engine might just have that too
It'll
much
fucking-
acceleration. It
it'll-
has a jump, the naturally aspirated one gets past them. Like that's the racing that I enjoy watching.
It is possible, I suppose, but you got to remember you're talking about highly
Unlimited.
strung race engines
Yeah.
at the top
So
end of the
if you
scale.
build
maybe
something to
pull it back,
105,
yeah.
just wind it all the way back.
People with those kind of engines aren't going to be racing in 105. They're going to be racing in 6 litre or unlimited.
Yeah, maybe with a restricted blown engine, it might be
Yeah.
a lot
You
easier to
have-
drive.
In that class, I'm going to be assuming that's where you get, your stock Nissan RB engine with a turbo on it
Yeah.
and running that, or your standard 2J
Or a little barrel.
yeah, something like that. Not
And
not a built barrel like Explicit or
Hearns,
anything
yeah.
like that. It's just one that you just got from the wrecking yard.
Yeah,
or
like
Eddie and
XL6
Mum's car or
turbo
something.
engine straight out of the box.
Yeah.
Well, and look, that's where I was saying about the unlimited unblown is what 105 would be if it becomes a capsule class. The 105 class becomes a capsule class.
Well, it
And
already is a capsule
realistically-
class. As always has been. You can just run open decks in there as well.
Yeah, but when it's capsule only, instead of it being like unlimited unblown, like that is where you could have your smaller generic sort of blown engines straight out of a car. That would be suitable for that. So
Yeah.
realistically, they really should be loosening up the 105 rule. So in the 105 class, if you've got a capsule and you want to chuck a stocker engine, it doesn't matter how highly strung it is. Like if it's
Well, you can. You're just not in super stock restricted racing.
Yeah,
you
you
do
just
it in
do it
super stock
bracket.
bracket.
You can already
racing.
do it now.
the super stock bracket racing. Well, yeah, the rule says you can, but I'm saying with the 105 class, when it becomes a capsule only class, it'd be good to see the rules open up so you can have whatever you want. If you got a capsule boat and you don't want to do 150 mile
Well,
an
yeah,
hour with
essentially you
everyone
still
else,
can.
Well, you
That's
still-
what
you
we're
just-
saying.
you just
The
call it
rules are
bracket
already there.
racing.
You
it'll
don't
have to be under the bracket. But the bracket, that's sort of saying 95, 85, 45.
No, you can go up to 105.
Yeah, so that's what I don't really understand with that though. Like you run a 105 mile an hour race. What's the difference between calling it the
I think
super stock
I
above
think
or the
The,
super
the
stock
boats
below?
that can go in it.
I think the bracket racing rules got brought in when the clubs after the 105 rule for a couple of years, and they're like, oh, we can't push that far, so we want to do a slower class. So
Yeah.
they brought rules in to let you do
To allow for it.
the speed bracket class.
Yeah, so if a club wants to run a blown engine in 105, how does the club decipher that it's a 105 running under the super stock bracket racing or the 105 above it?
Well, they call it super
You
stock bracket
that's-
racing.
You call it bracket racing.
Don't call it super stock restricted.
Call it 105 bracket
But-
racing.
Yeah,
People-
because you've got to
people-
run under those rules.
People
That's
get
what the race is called.
confused and call that class 105. It's not 105. The class is
Yeah,
super stock restricted.
Yeah.
At 105.
No, super stock restricted that's the maximum speed for that class.
You call the class super stock restricted.
That's what the
it's
class
called.
is called.
That's
Yeah,
why
okay.
the rules do
That's
that.
what the class is. That's where people get confused.
Yep.
Because the class is super stock restricted, but they're capped at 105 miles per hour. It's not a 105 mile per hour class.
Mm-hmm.
Where the bracket racing is still super stock bracket racing, but you can choose in 10 mile an hour increments what speed you want to use.
So whoever
From
rolls
105.
in for the day, go, right, okay, we're going to nominate 95.
Yeah, if you've got 10 bracket racing boats that turn up and, 4 of them want to do 85 and 3 of them want to do 95 and 2 want to do 105,
Yeah.
well, the 85 ones win
Yeah.
because there's their majority,
Yeah.
and then everyone's got to slow down to that.
Cool.
Or bring more of your mates that want to go faster and we'll change it to that. Yeah, it's pretty funny how they're basically the same thing, but there's a few anomalies there that have been left out of the bracket one, which I don't know whether that's intentional or not. Maybe that's deliberate.
Maybe.
They deliberately left it out so you can do those things.
Possible.
But yeah,
Yeah. Interesting.
I thought it might be a little bit entertaining.
Yeah.
They're all clear rules,
They're all clear.
except for the big block one.
Yeah, because you want to read into it a little bit.
which you don't have to worry about. If they just scrap that super stock restricted class, just binned it,
Just call
and
it
just
bracket racing.
bracket
now.
race, and
Cut it all
then
out.
none of those ones were controversial
No.
because you could use They may be if someone does it because things like that are probably being forgotten about. But you can run a big block in any size boat.
So that they will change those super stock restricted class at 105. Would that have to have a rule in it now that has to have a cell?
They'll just take it. Yeah, that'll get changed to. It won't be open to all boats.
Yeah.
It'll be open to boats with reinforced cockpit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And whether they're inboard, hydroplane, outboard, mono.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. So they'll just take out the non-reinforced cockpit part.
So and then the bracket racing will be take out 105 and it'll be 95, 85. Bracket racing will be a maximum of 95.
Well, no, that'll still be 105 as well.
Oh yeah, because you can have anything in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But if you do make it 105,
That's all going to be cell boats.
it'll all be sailboats. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
Sweet. All right. We'll get
Just
into
stop for a sec. I'll bust it.
Hayden. Hayden needs to take a piss. Righto. Hayden's back from his piss. He's not dying. He's all good. He thinks he's going to, but he's not. All right. Get into questions. We got any questions this week?
Nope.
No.
No questions.
Fuck, I thought we would have got some after Dargle.
Everyone's
maybe
busy.
Maybe it's too
Everyone's
close.
too tired.
We record on Tuesday, so no one's had enough time to chill out and pull their shit apart and relax and whatever.
Send in your questions.
Yeah, send them in with the Memo FM link. You should all know how to do that by now.
It's
if
everywhere.
If you don't, go back to an old episode because we told you. Pit crew, Joel. Plenty of stuff in there.
Yeah, it was gold all weekend.
Yeah. What's the coolest thing?
To be honest, I was that busy. I was just accepting them.
Just auto accept all
Yeah,
weekend.
it's just.
I did
just
see
do
that
it.
stack from over in America. One of those, like a street drag car, like up the road. Like they do the
Yeah.
Yeah.
chick drops the flag and they both scream up the road.
Yeah. Okay.
Took himself out, like just straight into a concrete wall.
Yeah. Right.
A big fireball, and yeah, that was wild.
Did anyone put in there some drag records that got broken on the weekend? Or
There
To be
was
honest,
a
I
fair
could not
bit.
tell you.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Newbie broke a.
There was a fair bit of drag
Record
racing, but
in
I
Willowbank?
didn't take any notice of it because Dargle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Newbie broke a speed record or a time record.
Yeah, right.
In Willowbank, yeah, on the weekend. I didn't see anything, but
Dude,
I heard that.
we probably should have mentioned the old mate that died at Fink.
Yeah, there was actually I kind of knew a few people out there. I didn't realise that they were going, but
Racing
Yeah.
or
no, just spectating.
Jason Heaney posted it up in there.
Yeah, okay.
There was also Isle of Man this weekend. Is that right, or was
No,
that
that
a
was
couple of weeks
last.
ago?
Yeah, that was
last
There,
week.
there was a fair bit of carnage there again.
Yeah.
Always is.
That place is wild.
I'd love to go and watch that.
Oscar Piastri went out to the Isle of Man to watch.
Oh, did
Yeah,
with Monster. I think
I
he
seen
had
a post of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fabio Quartararo from MotoGP went as well. I think it must have been a Monster Energy thing.
If you want to see someone die, go to Isle of Man.
Yeah.
You will see someone die.
That's wild.
It's fucking mental.
Yeah, it's incredible. All right.
That's what it's doing.
All right, so that's the pit crew. What about footy tipping?
Did anyone do footy tipping for the weekend?
So
Yeah. Every week.
the big hitter one obviously got one because they picked the same thing, and Reese won that. So
I'm going to have to pay for that too.
he took all the chocolates. You'll have to message old mate too. To
Oh, yeah.
put him
Shit,
in
good
your
thing you reminded me of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's all over and done with. So it's going to start again this week. So as you're listening, our tips will already be in. They're not yet because we haven't.
No, I've
We've got to
completely
wait.
forgot
But
to.
Maybe you need to put a
Pay.
post up to remind people because, that's
Oh, they
probably
we
slip
just
people
get
mind.
added into
it'll be right. Yeah,
our side of things, yeah.
we can just add him in. That's no dramas. But our ESPN one, I'm still nailing it in the AFL. No one's going to catch me.
You are 2
I'm-
points off the lead now.
I moved up the list in the NRL one.
And I'm not sure if Lewis has used both his jokers.
Pretty sure he has.
You think so?
I hope he has.
Well, yeah.
There's probably a couple of people under me that haven't used them, but I used it ideally on the weekend. I wasn't going to, and then I kept looking at the games, and I thought, you know what? I think I'm pretty confident with all of them,
I wasn't too confident.
and
but
I
should've.
got 7 out of 8.
smack.
And the only one I missed, I don't think anyone took the Titans.
I'll tell you.
The Titans just beat
Yeah,
Brisbane.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
You wanker. You clearly don't know footy tipping.
Brisbane's been fucking shit.
No, they haven't. That's why everyone tipped them.
Nah. We lost against the fucking Dragons.
Well, yeah, I got no comeback for that.
How about that? The
But they go all right. They were all trying to get into the Origin team, so they had to play really strong.
Well, they didn't.
How about the Panthers-Tigers game, though?
That was a good score, eh?
Was it?
What was that?
Yeah, it's like
Panthers'
fucking
biggest
95-0 or something.
Yeah, Panthers'
Oh,
biggest.
shit.
No, it wasn't
biggest
that high.
lead.
I think it was like 68 or something, 60,
was
60
humongous.
something,
Yeah.
nil.
But to nil.
Yeah, wiped the floor of them.
Yeah, wow.
I did see, because we obviously went for the debrief at the Claro on Monday. I was keen to watch the footy because it was the Dogs versus the Eels, and my wife's an Eel.
68.
Yeah.
You're not allowed
So-
to call your wife anymore, Craig Bailey said.
The name Mrs. he said.
He said, yeah. No, he did say she has a name. But okay, I'll just call her Mallory and no one knows who she is.
Just call her Mal and everyone will think you're talking about Mal McCall.
So Mallory goes for the Eels and I go for the Bulldogs, and they played each other. So we went to the pub to watch it, and we walked in and she was like, fuck me. Because the score was like, I don't know, fucking 98 to fucking 4 or something in the Bulldogs' favour. But it was like the grade under or 2 grades under, like under 21.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. But still, that's a fucking big score, eh?
Fucking hell.
Huge lead, man.
Yeah. Anyway, that's footy tipping. Let's get
Yes.
into our memes of the week.
Memos.
You got one this week, Joe?
No.
Oh, you're a fucking loser.
Mate, I have had a bit
Fucking
on.
deadbeat.
I had
We've
a
all
bit
had-
on.
Had a
So
bit
did
on.
fucking
We've
all of
had.
us.
Yeah, well,
You had all day today doing fuck all.
I was actually still cleaning and washing.
You're a fucking liar. We all had to do that and still go to work.
No, you just got wives to do it all.
So do you.
Not at home.
Just don't worry about it then. You don't need it. You're not going.
Well, it's
You're
all,
not going to be home for a week. Don't worry about it.
it's all caravan shit that I wanted to wash. All right.
Send them through.
Send them through. Here's Aiden's one.
Away and at his grave, I said,
Now
bro.
start her again.
Friend passed away and at his grave, I said, bro, I really miss you. My wife has been pregnant for 7 months now. How about you reincarnate as my child? 2 months later, my wife gave birth to a big boy. As my child grew older each day, I realised he looks a lot like my best friend. I'm really happy that my prayers worked. That's so...
It's pretty rough.
That's a bit rogue.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Right, here's Michael's.
I can't remember it.
Play golf by himself on Sunday. Spying on him from heaven, St. Peter is furious. He tells God, "Hey, a priest is playing golf on the Sabbath, which is a cardinal sin. Should he be punished?" God replies, "Yes, he should be punished." And with a wave of his mighty hand, the priest hits the golf ball and scores a hole-in-one. "What? You gave him a hole-in-one? What is this kind of punishment?" said St. Peter. God responds, "It is a punishment." "How? Who's he going to tell?" A priest goes out.
You go playing golf on your own, you get a hole in one, you tell your mates.
Yeah.
No one fucking believes you.
No,
So you get a hole in one and no one fucking knows about it.
it's all your own.
All right. Thanks for listening. All the same usual stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Send your emails in if you want to. And remember, beer doesn't care if you finish in 2 minutes.
See ya.
See yous.